Happy Iliska Junko. She was the greatest female Grand Prix motor racing history, and the first woman ever to win the Grand Prix, or a Grand Prix.
A little bit of knowledge to start the session.
So be depressed about that.
Awesome.
She's also
Hi everyone. Welcome to tonight's session of Emoris. It's session 23.
Good for her. She lived 93 years.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
That is a pretty good life. Win the Grand Prix and live to be 93. How about that?
She was born in 1900 and lived till 1993.
Yeah.
Just
Anyway.
ruined the intro. Nobody knows what we're doing anymore.
I'm here for one reason. It's not to play D&D. It's to fuck with you guys. D&D just lets me do that.
It happens a lot. Before we begin tonight's session, we, as always, have a couple quick announcements for you guys. So, mine are the same as they always are. Follow us on Twitter and join our Discord and subscribe on YouTube and follow us on Twitch right here, right now, or I'll kill you.
What?
Yeah, that's it. That's all I got. Griz.
Make sure to check out all of our shows. This Wednesday, Theros is going on, so come around for Theros. Friday, we have the big finale of Lost Mine of Phandelver. It's a very long session, so make sure you grab your popcorn and stuff and be ready for that.
I'll buy a bottle of Jack.
At the moment, we have tentatively scheduled the after Phandelver show where we're going to talk about the show and where we think our characters are going to go, or the characters are going to go from there and all that stuff. And it'll be a little Q&A segment. We think we're going to do that live on Sunday, so look around for that. Join our Discord to stay up to date whether that is set in stone or not, but it should be. And also, you know what? Check out some of these wonderful people. A lot of people here stream on their own channels as well. Equa, me, Dyto, Esprit's been playing Destiny 2 recently, so... and as well as we have some players that are in some other games too, like Party Wipe and does it go by Bumble Scum or Slime Basher?
Slime Basher.
Twitch.
Yeah.
So that's it. That's it for me.
Cool. Sweet.
I have two announcements. One, it's late, but after Emoris is finally up, there were some technical difficulties, so check that out on our break. And I hoped to announce this on Monday, but I did not have them yet. The critical dice that Chem named are now on sale. So you can get those at Ice Cream Dice. And use code SwindlersDen and you get an extra 10% off. And they are also going to be doing a Black Friday sale soon before they close for the holiday. So
nice.
Feed that dice goblin while you can.
Yeah.
Fun fact, when we were making this channel, Griz wanted to call it Dice Goblin when we discussed it like 2 years ago. So that's interesting. Oh no, it was Loot Goblin. Never mind. I'm wrong.
Dice Goblin is a pretty good name, though.
That was close.
Once you get huge, you'll have a weird sub-channel. I have 2 things to say before we start.
Okay.
First off, as always, rising numbers around everywhere, so keep safe, stay inside when you can, wear a mask, wash your hands, just, don't catch the fucking high communicable disease that's going around out there. People, we like you, we want you to stick around. Also, my show on Pilot Games has been canceled, has been replaced with a game with the system Things from the Flood. If you want to watch some weird sci-fi Goonies shit, come watch us do that.
Okay, you're still in it. Okay,
I'm still in it. I'm still there.
Okay, sorry. I was my heart sunk. I was like, uh-oh.
I play Signe Jorgensen, the Swedish girl with the moped.
That's why.
Yeah.
I'm Canadian. This is a Canadian accent.
They found out that Felis wasn't really Canadian, so they had to drop the show.
It's from Minnesota.
The guy who ran it got a new job, and he couldn't play on Sundays, which is fine.
So yeah, go check out Pilot Games. They're cool. They pop in sometimes, and we like them.
They're good people.
Cool. Wow. if that's all that we have, I don't want to skip over anyone else. Everyone else has announcements. If that's all we have, then we can get started, jump right into that session. Morris, you guys.
Yeah.
Kind of nice to
We
start
have
with that
no
whole
idea what the
distraction.
hell's going on because we're a bunch of chuckle fucks.
It kind of feels nice. We can just be like, I don't know what's going to happen. We're not in like mortal danger anymore. It's great.
Give it 5 minutes.
Yeah, I was gonna
Give
say,
it
give
like 5
the
minutes.
ghost 5 minutes.
Yeah,
They
I meant
will
we're
find
not
something.
starting. We're not starting in like moral danger. We can like relax for a moment and then fuck shit up. Look, we're gonna fuck shit up, but it's not right now.
You're lucky. You were tempting me that. Anyway,
And I'm
previously on Emoris, let's see. So the silvered goats you had fought and you had killed Zephiva the hag, and as such you had freed Wade of his deal with her before they got the chance to complete it. And with this, you decided to part ways with your new friend Rokanoka and return to Keijo with your full party to figure out your next moves. So now, with the knowledge of what happened to Kev, Wade, you inquired about your birth and who your birth parents might be to your halfling parents, and retrieved a special white little blanket that was found with you when they found you. You then met up with Kevin Asmin's parents to discuss your next plans, and also to talk to Shani about the deal that was made with Gain regarding her, before sort of flitting around doing some minor tasks here in town, eating some food, retrieving a fish, and then heading to rest for the night. And then the next day you woke up. You, thanks to some guidance and inspiration, managed to unlock Shani's collar, and then decided to head to the Gain Manor to talk to him without the person in question, to talk to him about the terms of your deal. And that is pretty much where we left off. So, as you all begin walking the journey down to the vineyards, you start trekking through the swamp, and as you listen around, you hear the usual wildlife around. It's the same as it always has been for the past week or so that you've been here, and for Wade, it's been essentially your whole life. But it's slightly different now. It's got that usual like chirping and croaking of frogs and a little rustling of small animals, but there is an off but strangely comforting sense of calm that comes with it. As you walk forward, you feel the brief rays of warm sunlight that just poke through the treetop canopy that struggle to make it to the swamp floor. Just gently touch your skin. But you are traveling with purpose and determination. So, Silver Goats, is there anything that you would like to do on the journey to the manor?
I would like to ponder the meaning of life.
Cool. While you do that, I'm going to talk.
Okay.
I stare at Alakian's ponderous face and wonder, what is he thinking? And then I turn to the rest of them and say, so when we all get to games, unless free, since you are less slightly better talker than I would like to take charge of the conversation. Is that all right? Since I am good at it.
Oh, you would have to disagree.
Same.
I mean, you're a good talker, but
don't.
You weren't there for the original conversation. So,
That's
I mean,
true.
I think the best people to lead this conversation would either be Alakian or myself. We may not be as good as
I
you
would
three,
have to
but
vote Alakian in that. No offense, Dada. You're
well,
not very
Alakian almost got us killed, so that's on you.
Did I know?
Yes, multiple occasions.
I mean, you have two, so.
That's true. But I'm working to work past it. So I would ask. Oh, Kev,
No, go.
Wait.
Kev,
No, it's weird. I'm sorry about that.
No, I was
Kev.
gonna say I agree. Thyra and Alakian know what's going on, so
I know what's going on now.
But you weren't there for the actual conversation. We kind of built a rapport.
I think we should let them
on?
lead on this, and then we'll just back them up, you know?
All right, fine. Liking leads. No offense, Dad. I don't think you're very good at a lot of things. Talking to others is not really fun.
How about we all, well, Thyra and I, had the conversation, and at the same time, we work together. That way, we don't have one person.
Oh, I was literally about to
fuck it all up.
I was literally about to say
we're not telling everybody to just shut up.
Oh, sure. I was literally about to say if Alenkian and Wade could back me up, because I don't. Unless you want to try to do something, but I don't think you want me involved too much. I could be reading you wrong there.
I mean, you know, I'm not good at conversations, but you can ask Alenkian. I held my own. I think I got more information out of him than he was able to get.
I think it was an even split.
Yeah, you would say that.
Another thing.
Just let me try to threaten him.
Oh, that's a good idea for right now.
I mean, it got its attention.
I forgot what I was going to say. I knew what I was going to say, but there was something stupid. Oh, I remember. Did you actually throw away the collar, or did you keep it? Because I think you should have kept it.
What do you think I did with it?
Well, you went outside. You told us you threw it away.
What do you think I did with it?
I assumed you did what you did because you don't lie to me very much.
We'll see.
All right. Also, are we going to give him the head, or are we keeping the head of the gator?
No, actually, the head is our bargaining chip.
Like, you want to give him the head of the ghost gator?
I mean, do you want to keep
you have? Wait, you have her head?
Hey,
yeah.
I thought you ate her.
I ate part of her.
After I chopped off her head.
Yeah, I chopped off the head fresh for food.
You should hold on to that head.
I am gonna hold on to the head. It is our bargaining chip.
Well,
he likes mounted heads.
It's kind of this creepy thing. One of the reasons that Roanoke creeps me out. He could talk to that head.
All right.
So, definitely valuable.
All right, try to keep the head.
I plan on using the head to get our hands on Shawnee's contract.
Oh,
for us to have, for us to read, so we know if it's similar to freeze or not. Is it a bill of sale? Is there magic in it? And then we can destroy it. Because it'll be ours.
Say. I had the reason why I asked to take charge is that I had a plan. So to share what my plan is we present the heads, we show the heads that we've killed her, and then when he asks about Shawnee, which he will, say that we want the contract, and if you give us a contract, we'll I don't know, get Shawnee, or we'll just get to the point that we want the contract.
But that's why you shouldn't lead this conversation, because the things that you just said is going to piss him off before we can even get anything out of him.
I wasn't planning on just doing this like willy-nilly. I was planning to talk with you all about it.
I don't plan on showing him. We can tell him we killed the hag. I hadn't even planned on bringing Shawnee, even if she had said yes on this trip.
Oh, yeah, well, no.
I want to see if his deal, pact, trade, whatever he did with the hag, broke. It's still going on before we make any decisions.
Well, even if it's gone or it's there, I don't give two shits. I want the contract. I want to destroy it.
Well, that doesn't have anything to do with the contract, but that has to do with why Shawnee is not with us right now.
Oh, but Equa. I just want the paper. I don't give a shit about his deal with that.
If I just think about games, do I still have the same amount of sense of loathing that's kind of just seems like it's coming from nowhere towards him? Or was it like only whenever in his presence was that actually a thing?
So you as you're walking, you sort of detract from the conversation a little bit and think towards Gain. and there is just that something about him that you just don't like.
Okay, I'm gonna chime in the conversation. I don't think that contract has been nullified by what we did.
I think that perhaps his contract was done, so there's nothing that.
I mean, that is also a possibility, but we need to know everything before we. Because that's one more thing for Shawnee to consider.
She already said no. She's not coming here. She said she doesn't want to come. She's not coming.
Yes, but he doesn't know that.
I'm not telling him that. But what's important is that we get that contract so we can read it.
But that's why we're going. Because
I know that.
So that we can tell her if he still has that aura about him. That's the only reason I was even coming today. The contract just happened to be another issue that came up.
All right, let's get this contract from him and ruin a terrible man's day.
And with games, you have to be very particular. Like, you can't just spew out the first thing that comes to your head. You have to actually think about it.
I know
you have to frame it right.
Could you do us all a favor?
I know how to talk to Rich. Don't worry about that.
You say that.
I do say that because I am very, very good at it.
There's a difference between rich people and rich snobby people.
I know that.
And
I know how to talk to both of them.
This one is a rich snobby asshole.
I'm aware of that.
You don't do well with assholes.
I know how to. I don't do with assholes that I can confront. I'm not trying to confront Gaines. I'm trying to get this contact with him without getting him angry. Because I don't want to fight him.
Wait, weren't we gonna do the thing where like Laking was hiding invisible, just in case he doesn't want to give it up?
That's Plan B. Plan B is we
Plan
sneak
B.
back in.
But
Plan B, you make me invisible, and then I sneak back in and take it.
Hey,
sneak back in. Okay.
I was gonna ask Wade a question, but he's too good to answer it.
I think you underestimate our friend.
Okay, we'll ask him anyways. Wade, if the hag had killed Asmund, and you killed the hag, you would want to mount her head on your wall?
No.
See, he is too good.
Insight check.
Never hurts to ask.
You roll an insight check if you like. It's about this time, I'll say that you guys are starting to come up on the visage of the vineyard ahead of you.
I would like, as we get closer, if there's no like guards watching, to like grab a grape again and taste it. I want to see if it still tastes sweet.
There are always guards patrolling, but it's not. It won't be too hard for you to do that.
Yeah.
What was your insight?
Before we do that.
15.
23.
He had to think about it. He probably would have when like your initial thought is, yeah, that would be enjoyable, but at the end of the day, he wouldn't actually do it.
Okay.
So he's being
like
truthful.
Put it up
he just had to think about it.
Sure. All right.
See, that's the difference between Wade and Mr. Gaines. Mr. Gaines would actually want to have the head on his wall, so this is even more valuable to us. To get the contract, using it as a bargaining chip, but you don't put it on the table.
For sure. Yeah, this is what I want to talk to you. So our plan is to first ask him about the contract. If it doesn't work, use the head of the bargaining chip.
The head isn't even going to come into conversation until it needs to.
Absolutely. If talking and asking him for the contract to like as a show of good faith or something, that doesn't work. Plan B would be the head, and then Plan C if it all fucks up. Still the contract. We know which is office.
Honestly, I don't even want to give the head up. That's a lot of information right there. And
I agree.
if we want to save Kev, I think there's questions that we should probably ask the hag, like where's the Feywild and stuff.
Why didn't you tell me this before?
I was
just with Rokonoka. I had the head with me. I could have asked him.
Yeah, I can talk to Rokonoka whenever you want, so I can go to contact him whenever.
I didn't know you were seeing him, so.
I didn't know I was seeing him either, to be honest.
So what you're saying is that no one's at fault here, and it's just we can just go back.
If I have to, I am going to give the head to him to get the contract.
The contract is more important, and there are other people who would know about the Feywild. I have a contact in the place
Rokovi.
In Rokovi. I know the town. I have a contact in the university that Asvin worked in. She's helping me with something, so I can contact her and ask her just to let us know if she finds anything about the Feywild and how to get there. So again, I can send messages across time and space now. That's strange.
That's cool.
I can do that same thing that Asvin can do.
Well, we're almost there, so.
Yeah, you guys come upon the slight entranceway. There is that small bridge that overlooks the little river part that you hop over to get to the vineyard, which is not too far off. As you come up here, Izzy, you said you wanted to try a grape?
Yeah.
You walk up and pick one off and give it a taste, and it tastes exactly the same as it did the last time.
So the aura has not disappeared.
There's a chance he doesn't even know the hag is dead.
There's a good chance of that, eh? Might have to show the head just to make him believe it. If he doesn't, we can't convince him. But again,
we have Wade back. That should be evidence enough.
That's true. We did
not only that, but we also came back alive, and we told him where we were going.
True.
If we didn't come back alive, like,
if it comes down to it, we can show him the head. That's not a big deal as long as we don't offer it up to him.
Absolutely. It could be we made a weird deal. Like there's other options, but I think with Wade back, us being alive, that it's probably a good guess that he's not. That he'll believe us. Is the window I broke through, is it all boarded up now?
Make a perception check.
Cool. Wow, really good. 17.
So the window that you broke through is at the front of the house. It's not at the back of it where it overlooks the vineyard. So as you walk around, you do catch the attention of a number of guards that are on patrol, who just sort of meet up with you and escort you, essentially, to the front of the manor. And as you get to the front of the manor, you see that there is currently actually a number of people working on that window. It's not boarded up; it's already being replaced.
Looking at that, I'm like, I'm kind of glad they talked me out of talking, because I did break his fucking window.
As we start getting closer to the house, like right before we get to the stoop, I'm gonna take a deep breath and mutter, "Comos Ardo," and I'm going to cast Enhance Ability on myself.
Ooh.
Okay, I
Eagle
assume
Splendor,
that's...
so I will have advantage on.
Fair enough. So, as the manor guards lead you up to the front door, you watch two of them split off, and both, one hand on the door, just open it wide, and the two doors open for you to all usher in. You see the familiar sort of reception front hall area of the manor. The two sort of winding staircases that come up at the back of the balcony. There are a number of guards sat in here. There's maybe 8 or so guards that are just sat here watching. And where you did see before, where there was a number of casks of wine that was stacked up, and in front of it was a table with a a vendor, shall we say, of the casks sitting in front of it for you to check off. Now, instead, you see a familiar red tiefling in his formal suit. Izzy, the one thing that you do notice is that the statue of him that you tipped over is gone. There is no
Oh yeah, I
replacement.
did tip over a statue too.
But the other one is intact and shiny white marble as ever. And as you walk in, you see him. He's scrawling on a piece of paper, and he looks up, and a vague grin comes across his face, and he says, "Well, so the witch is dead. Come on in, come on in."
I'm gonna make eye contact with Wade and be like, yeah, fucking all right, easy to do.
Now that we're close to him, do we still loathe him?
Yeah, even from Keijo, you still loathed him.
I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, that familiar
It's a
feeling.
contact thing.
Yeah, just wanted to see if we get like a weird software update to do magic. I don't know.
That's what I was going for.
So he stands up behind the desk and sort of walks around to the front of it and sits on the front of it and crosses his legs, sort of leaning back on one arm, says, "So, where is she?"
So, I didn't bring her.
In her stomach. Point to Izzy.
No, not.
Oh,
not
yes,
her.
actually, she is in her stomach.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't eat people and creatures like that. I stare at them like, what the fuck, guys?
I wasn't talking about the hag, although I would be thrilled to know more about that and the manner of death and the pain that she must have felt. I'm more so referring to the girl that you took. Where's she?
Oh, I'm sorry, girl.
We
Can
didn't
can we
take
not use names?
anyone.
Sweetie, she was here first. You took her from me. I'm just
She doesn't
inquiring.
belong to you.
That's up to her. But
You're right, it is up to her, and she is making the decision as we speak. We came to see if your deal was still intact and if we just hated you on sight. Still.
well, what does your gut tell you?
You're an asshole. And you're always going to be an asshole, with or without a curse.
And so, but no, I appreciate you taking on this particular course of action. I hope that my acquaintance managed to do some good with you. But I must confess,
Not really.
I don't have much here for you if you don't have the girl. So,
Actually, you kind of do. And she
And what's
needs another show of faith.
I'm afraid you're in no position to be bargaining with me. I have more than given you enough. I will be dealing with her.
No, you'll be dealing with us on her behalf, as she asked.
If you don't recall, our agreement was for us to give her the information and for her to make her own decision. We gave her that information just before we came here. So it's been about an hour. It's going to take her some time to digest all of the information.
So, Thyra, make a persuasion check with advantage, because Lakin's helping you.
Well, I mean, I already get advantage, but that's...
Because enhanced ability.
Hold on, I gotta get my dice. Persuasion. Ooh. Thank goodness for that advantage. Because the first one was a natural. Persuasion, so that's a dirty 20.
Okay.
Ooh.
Sure.
I rolled a 1 and a 19.
Yeah, he
We'll take that.
replies and says, I can tell that you don't do business very much. Even if she needs more time, which is fine, I'm willing to give that. She will need to come back here
Why?
Because she
Why
has-
specifically?
Only I
I'm-
can take that off.
I'm going to step forward at this point in front of
No,
Thyra.
I'm gonna push him aside. I'm gonna push him
moving
aside.
forward. No, fuck you. I'm moving
Then
forward.
I will push you down and I will grapple you.
Okay,
So make
try.
a strength check.
Okay.
So, as you guys are talking, it's this tense negotiation before all of a sudden Izzy and Thyra just start fucking trying to
Brawling.
grab each other to the ground.
What'd you get?
Hold on, I gotta find my.
Fair enough. No.
Another dirty 20. I rolled a 13.
I rolled same thing. Actually, is it athletics check, right?
Strength.
Athletics or acrobatics?
Okay, then that's higher. Actually, that's a 23.
Then
So,
if
yeah.
I can't grapple her, I will punch her in the face.
That's fine.
Because
I'm gonna
she
step
was told
forward.
to stay out.
Yeah.
Isabel.
Well, guess what? I'm not. I'm gonna step forward and say,
I'm gonna
How
cast
about-
command and tell her to stop.
"Can you let me do something, please?"
Okay, so
No, this was the point.
Oh my
this
God.
Was,
Elagian
this was
and
the
I were taking
conversation we
point.
had. We had this conversation before we even came here.
I'm
That you
doing.
were
I'm
done-
doing. Before you do anything, I'm going to say one thing. I'm going to say, how about a show of faith towards her that you will let her go? There's a contract you have. If you can show it, we can show it to her that you no longer have the contract, a symbol of her enslavement. That could convince her to try.
and is anyone doing anything to Izzy? Because you all said the only one who didn't say anything was Wade. So what's everyone doing?
If she's already spoken, then nothing.
Yeah.
Okay.
It could help.
Yeah, he looks at you, Izzy, and says, "I'm afraid I didn't take no contract. I had no need of it."
Insight check.
Insight check.
Yeah.
Make an insight check.
Yeah, can Free check that one too?
Well, 19.
Everyone make an
19.
insight check.
Okay. I'll make one. I figured somebody would figure it out, but I'll make one.
That's a 12. I assume I don't know if he's lying.
19.
26.
Mine is a dirty 20.
I also have a 19.
I rolled a 16 plus 4.
Okay, so
I had a 19 plus 7.
Ooh.
for all of
Fuck.
you, I mean, he's a hard guy to read. He doesn't seem to be making any outward twitches or like indications that he might be lying to any of you, except for you, Free, where you pick up on a brief instance where his eyes just dart off to the side before looking at you and talking.
But he's lying.
You don't know that he's lying, but his behavior is not entirely comfortable.
Out of character. Typically, that either A, that means they're trying to think of a thing real quick, or B, they're looking towards the question that they were asked. Out of character. As someone who studied psychology.
That's up to Free if she knows.
Mr. Gaines,
Oh, I
you're
know.
not telling us everything.
Yeah, he
I saw
looks
you
at
glance
and
away
sort of,
there. What are you hiding?
I have many things to deliberate on, but I will repeat myself. I will be dealing with her should she want to talk to me. I mean, she's got to come back here anyway to get the rest of her things. So when she does, we can talk more.
Free. If it's too personal of a question, when you were in a similar situation, did you have things?
Oh, I was gifted many things, but they don't matter. Never did.
Shit.
Because they
My
were from
dear.
men like him.
She
Now-
was never a slave here. She was a guest.
I guess
Surely
against
you know.
your will.
Or
It's
a guest
still-
locked in a
a
room
slave.
trying to break out of bars.
She
With
had
a
free
slave
will around
on
the house. It was just when the party was happening, I didn't want no one looking at her wrong. That's all.
In the direction he glanced, was there anything on that wall, or is it just a random direction?
You look back, it's at the window. It's at the people working on the window. So, I appreciate you coming down here. I would love to talk about the manner in which you killed our friend. But if there's nothing else, I do have work to be doing.
Well, if all you need her for is to remove the collar, I mean, I'm sure she'd be more than happy to get it removed.
Please, by all means, bring her here and I will.
How do you remove a collar? Does it have a key? Is it a incantation?
Make a persuasion check.
Oh, that's only a 9. That's 11. 9,
11.
10.
Don't you have advantage still because of your thing?
I do, but I rolled a 1 and I rolled a 9.
Okay.
Yeah. He says, I assure you, it is a trivial task for me. I'm not going to reveal it all to you, though. I would like to see it.
So, Mr. Gain.
We don't need your information about this place. And Free will pull off her choker to show the mark and be like, now, if you really want to see here, you're going to have to convince me that that's really necessary.
Oh, no. I knew you were from the cakery, too. Yeah, a friend of ours actually told me about that. Now, I don't want to make enemies where I have to, but if you're willing to blackmail me, I can do the same for you.
Did you tell him my name?
Not yet. But he is aware of your presence. I didn't need to tell him anything for that. Now, I can inform him of who you are and who you're running around with, of course. But I'm not willing to do that just yet. Just yet.
Just for shits and giggles, Equa, I'm gonna quick cast Dispel, Detect Magic.
Okay. Sure, so put it in the chat for me. Put it in the chat for me.
Okay. Right there.
Okay. Yeah, so you quick cast Dispel Magic, and your eyes sort of gloss over for a second. And as you look around the room, I mean, there are a number of vague magical sources that come from, casks of ale or wine that are just sitting around. There is one magical essence that comes from on top of the desk, and a couple that are in the desk. The one on top is coming from a quill with ink in it. You wager it's probably you've got a high intelligence. That
it's
is
an
probably
enchanted quill.
Signing off things that are not easily torn apart. That's common in businesses like this. So there's nothing exceptionally crazy that you see here.
Okay.
So, Mr. Gain.
Yes.
When she comes here, you take the collar off, then what?
Then we allow her to make the decision for herself. And if she says that she's willing to stay, then you will oblige by that.
And what if,
of course.
What if we were able to figure out how to take it off ourselves? We wouldn't need you. Then what?
Well,
would you let her go on her way?
I would still like to see her to clear the air. You are more than welcome to be here in that town. But also, she has things here that you may want to take with her.
Like what?
What if, say, She doesn't want to see you at all.
Well then,
not even to get the collar
you
removed.
have removed this collar.
We have not. But what if she dislikes you so much, she doesn't want to come back even for the things?
Or even have the collar taken off.
That? Would you respect her decision not to see you?
What can I do, right? But I will remind you that that was not a part of our deal. And in backfiring on our deal, I could always mention...
Actually, our deal was even just for us to consider telling her.
Right.
As I mentioned at the beginning of this conversation.
We didn't guarantee we would bring her at all. We said that we would consider the idea of her coming.
The collar needs to be taken off anyway, so...
I mean, I'm sure there are other means.
Right.
She would rather live her life with the collar on than see you again, Mr. Game.
That's pretty much where we're getting at.
I wouldn't expect any different. This curse is still in effect on me. Maybe if I can persuade her otherwise, if she hears it from my side, maybe I can get through to her.
Rest assured, we gave her everything that you told us we relayed to her.
Truth is not something that's easily repaired, Mr. Gaines. And you broke that.
Listen, I respect your conviction. I will not be talking further about this until I speak with her.
We'll see if she wants to return to have the collar removed, or her things that you say she claims she has here.
Or
you're here then.
Alternatively, if she's okay with seeing you, why don't you come to town and meet her yourself instead of us coming out here?
Make a persuasion check.
25.
Yeah, he thinks for a moment. I would consider that, but I must confess, I'd feel much better if I was allowed to help her get her thing, show her around the place once more, truly show her around. Now that the immediate danger is gone, I have no need to confine her, do I?
Yes, but this isn't about you and your sensibilities. This is about her.
Right. Listen,
and you keep forgetting that. You don't even use her name. She's the girl, or she, or her. I don't think she would really like that if you came to see her trying to win her good graces, and you'd call her the girl, a girl.
Like I said,
do you even know her name?
I do, actually.
Insight check.
Equals like, I forgot.
Oh, natural 20.
Natural 20? Yeah, he's telling the truth. Of course he knows the name. It's the most easy thing to find out. No,
you know that's a good waste of a natural 20. Come on.
Yeah. Solid.
Gotta spend it sometime.
Right?
Yeah, he says, listen, I will talk to her. You can be here when I do. That's fine. But unless you have her, there's really no need for me to continue this conversation. So, my guards will escort you out. You are more than welcome to come back anytime with her.
Am I close? Can I get close to the other statue without causing a stir?
Oh my god.
It depends on how are you trying to get closer to it? Are you trying to stealth over there, or are you trying to run over to it?
Is it like behind him? Ish?
No, it's in between the two of you.
I would like to kind of saunter over to it.
Okay. The word saunter implies that you will be drawing attention to yourself. So
I'm kind of like not. I'm not stealthing, but I'm not like sprinting. I'm kind of like meander, so to get close to it.
Okay, so I mean, people do notice you here.
That's fine.
A number of the guards do. Gain also notices you walk over.
Yeah.
And you watch as he claps his hands and the guards start walking towards the rest of you. He looks over at one and points to you very quickly.
Yeah. All right, then I won't do the thing I was planning on doing.
Yeah, you've done this once before.
Yeah, I know. I wanted to try again. Just I didn't want to like cause a combat, but if I could do it, I wanted to do it.
I get it. And yeah, the guards start approaching you. So is there anything else that you guys want to do? You can try and fight them off if you want. You can try and say anything else.
I'll kind of look back at the group. I guess we'll have another conversation with Shawnee and be in touch.
Aye.
We have plenty of means of getting in contact. But before we go, one quick question, just because I'm curious. You seem very adamant that she comes here instead of you bringing her things to her in town. Is there a reasoning for that?
I told you, I'd like to get a fresh start. And the guards are now starting to usher you out.
Who is standing, if I turn away from Gaines, who's the first person that I see of the party?
Probably Lakin. You and Lakin were sort of heading this.
Yeah.
Well, he already knows, so it doesn't matter. Okay, never mind. I was gonna let somebody else.
Oh, go on.
I was gonna let somebody else know that I do still have the collar, but Alakian already knows. So.
I'm going to, as I leave, I'm going to turn and kind of like do a mock curtsy bow thing, and then Elvish call him and his mother various colorful metaphors.
Okay, you do so.
Yeah.
Wait. Yeah.
Hey, guys! Glad to be. I pat him on the back as we leave.
Does he look like he understands?
Does he look like insulted, or is he just kind of staring at this weird girl shouting at him in an Elvish?
He looks like he understands, but is not acknowledging it.
Excellent. Excellent. Fuck this guy.
So yeah, you guys are ushered out of the manor, and as you are done so, the doors close behind you.
Are there still guards around us?
Did it look like he was packing up, or like he was just sending out a new shipment?
It just looked like he was writing on some parchment.
All right, well, let's head back to Keijo as I look at the guards around us.
If you're Dyto, if you're referring to the wine casks, those were the same wine casks and tables that were there whenever we were at the party. They weren't stacked up. Yeah.
I just didn't know if there were more people milling about, if there was more going on.
Y'all, why are we even entertaining any of this? We have everything we need to get this guy thrown in jail.
Shh. I go shh as I pointed the guards around us.
No, I figured we had walked away at this point. I didn't know. I don't know.
Have we walked?
The guards were escorting us.
Yeah, off the premises. But I just in my head I assumed we were far enough away at this point. But I would have waited until we were far enough away to say that. So
you can walk further away from them if you want to.
I just want to make it very clear.
Yeah, I wasn't saying that right.
No guards are present during this conversation.
I see you, buddy. I see you.
Well, the reason this was entertained was because when we went to get Councilman Duel, we were accosted, and the only way to get out was a consideration, and we gave that consideration.
And we want to get that contract, and we want to see if we still hated him.
Right, but I'm saying we get him thrown in jail, we find the contract, we burn it. Boom. Done.
He's too rich to go to jail.
I'm sure there's plenty of rich people in jail.
Less than you'd think.
Avija said, well, now we know why he would have been able to get out of jail, but even Vija, after we destroyed his roadshow, had ways to get himself out of jail put there.
And this man doesn't even have
And I should add that Gaines paid Duel 10,000 gold to help us.
He gets put in jail for a week, he gets out and no one hears about it, he's back to selling wine within a month. No, if we want to do something, we could ruin his farm. Or we could just sneak back in and take contract. Go to his office.
Well, if you want to start with that, that's fine. I can kick off an invisibility spell on Elakian.
Aye. I would sneak in with Elakian. Well, I'll get them up to the roof, going through the chimney. They'll wait till night, of course.
Okay.
Is that good with you, Elakian?
I suppose, but I'm still not. I feel like there's more stuff he's not telling us.
Oh, for sure there is, but
Like what?
right now, I want to get that contract. I want to read it. I want someone who knows magic to read it.
Wait,
And I want to buy it.
You really think there's still a contract?
I want to make sure there isn't.
When
Fair enough.
he answered that question, he looked away uncomfortably for a moment. He's lying about something there. Something's off.
So, question, Equa.
Yields.
The spell, so with detect magic, would it basically just be like a black barrier? Like if I couldn't actually see through something? Or would it just be like there's nothing there?
See through something, then it would just appear like there was nothing there. You don't get an aura off of it. It just looks normal.
Okay. And were we in his office, or were we downstairs, like where we were for the party stuff? Whenever we went in, whenever we were just talking to him.
You were in the main sort of reception hall area. You don't know if there is an office around. You don't know where it would be. Or even if it has a specific one. You've never been.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I mean, if he's hiding something, I mean, we asked if he had the contract. He may have interpreted it as on his person right then. Could be why he looked away.
But I think it's best we search his office at least. I'm sure he has a safe. I'm sure he's someplace he keeps papers. And who knows, maybe we could find something good on him to protect us.
When we went down to the office, did we encounter any magical barriers?
You mean when you went down to where you talked about the hag with him?
Yeah.
You didn't make any check at the time, so it would be difficult. No.
We did not.
But we didn't notice him using magic to open something.
No.
You've never witnessed him using magic, no. So you guys are at this point ushered off the property, out through the front gates, and the gates themselves start rolling back in. 2 guards posted out the front, 2 back on behind, and they just push you out and close the door. Yeah. What do you guys want to do?
I would like to turn to Thyra and say, Tyra, next time,
next time you should follow the plan.
I promise to back you up. Next time, don't tackle me in front of someone we're talking to. All right?
Well, next time, when you're asked to take a step back, take that step back.
I said I would back you up, and I did.
You just said the same thing I said not even 2 minutes before.
I'm good at 2 things. I'm good at 2 things. I'm good at fighting and talking. Let me talk sometimes. I won't insult him.
All you did was say exactly what I just said.
No, I did not.
She needs a show of faith. That is exactly what you said.
And I asked for the contract.
And you didn't have to say it. And I'm going to walk away.
No, we did. Let me speak sometimes. I'm good at it.
I'm already walking away.
So, Thara, you just walk off in a random direction?
No, I walk back to Keijo. Just walking away from Izzy.
You're going to have to take the long way around the manor to do so.
I'm just walking.
No, she's walking faster
in
the same direction, just walking faster. Basically picking up the pace.
That's fine. Wade will know before, so Wade will know. Okay, sure.
Are you trying to imply you think she's walking all the way back to Keijo, not taking a canoe? Is that what you're trying to...
No, you guys have only been in through the back way, apart from probably
okay,
you, Wade.
gotcha. Okay,
You are the only person who would know how to regain to the trail.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, I'm just walking away from Izzy.
Sure. So, what do you guys want to do?
Head back, I guess.
Yeah.
Wait till nightfall. Head back, then go back and get the gotta get the contract.
We should see what Gaines thinks he has that Shawnee would want so bad.
Maybe we can ask her if there's anything that she really wants from there.
Because we don't need him for the collar.
Aye.
And if there's nothing she wants, there's no reason for them to ever meet.
No even any reason.
Fur away
If
from
not,
him.
we can take anything we need from the manor if we have to.
So, you make the trek back. Within an hour's time, you are sitting on the outskirts of the town, looking inwards. And as you do so, you know, spirits are still low here. The previous day with the festival has taken a chunk out of the population of the town, or of the towns, and also their morale. A lot of people have just lost loved ones, so it's not really quite so busy here today. It's slower, more somber. But you guys walk into town. What would you like to do?
Is Roval around?
Make a perception
That I
check.
can. Oh, that's not good. 10.
Okay. Looking around, you don't see him right now. Not in his normal spots, no.
Can I go talk to Asmon?
Yeah, if you like to. Is anyone going with Wade?
Yeah, because I'm going to talk to Shawnee.
That's where Shawnee is, yeah.
Bree is breaking off for 10 minutes, and then she'll meet me back at Asmund's.
Okay.
Oh, you know what? Before going to Asmund's, I left dishes in the canoe.
Okay. Sure. So you can go and pick
So I
up
want
the
to
dishes.
return Ma's dishes to her.
That's pretty simple enough to do. As you go in, where do you want to go and return them to? You want to go to Wade's house?
Sure.
Yeah,
That's where I got the dishes from, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You go to Wade's house and you knock on the door. And there's no reply.
Is there a back door?
Wade, is there a back door?
Yeah, because there's that back patio thing to look out on the swamp, and that's where like the canoe rack is. So I would think so, yeah.
There is the
I'll
back
walk
door.
around, knock on the back door.
You knock.
Then I'll
There's no
go
answer.
to the first place where we met her.
Okay, you go to the first place. As you enter Sweet Mars, there is one customer in here. It's not busy at all. She's just sort of sitting behind the counter, like head in her hand, sort of tapping her fingers on the countertop, and she looks up at you.
I thought she said that she went to their house.
She did, and then she said
I did.
she went to the first place
Oh,
that
okay,
you met her.
okay, gotcha. So I was describing the house when I said there was a back door. I don't know about Sweet
Yeah.
Mom's.
No. The first place I did go was the house. Now I'm going to.
Gotcha. Somehow I missed that part.
I couldn't remember the name of the restaurant. Sweet Mom.
Sweet Mom's, yeah.
But she sees you coming. She's like, "Oh, hey, sweetie. Oh, you got my dishes?
Yeah, free. Cleaned them for you.
Oh, that's
And I'm gonna
fancy."
kind of like juggle, like I'm just trying to like reposition them, and between like halfway through some of the plates, I'm gonna put a platinum piece, kind of stick it in there.
You're doing this
Well,
now.
Yeah,
Make a sleight of hand check.
it's not.
Disadvantage because you are juggling a lot of plates.
Yeah, it's not gonna go well. 5. No, 4.
Roll a d4.
Oh, goodness. I'm gonna drop these plates and break them. 1.
1. One of the plates as you're trying to do this off of the floor, and you are just left standing there like.
Sorry,
Oh.
I'm a big klutz.
She like jumps down from the seat behind the counter and runs over. It's like, oh, it's fine. It's only my good china. Why don't you let me take that? And she holds out her arms to take the rest of the plates.
Why'd she give us the good china to go?
Yeah, I know, right?
Swamp?
Taking it into the swamp to a fucking treehouse.
It's
Take my
improv.
good china.
I gotcha. I know. I just think it's
In
funny
D&D.
that she would do that.
She's trying to make a good impression. I don't know.
I guess.
Anyway, she takes the plates and
We just took the
runs back.
dishes. The food is on.
Listen, there were a lot of you guys for dinner, and only a couple of you turned up and used the non-good china. So she had to compromise. You know, there's one plate that was the good china, and that was the one that you dropped. Okay, Griz, is that good enough for you, Griz? She takes the plates and she runs back into the kitchen and throws them down on the sink counter area. Got me all flustered now. I swear to God.
Man, it's her good china and she throws it down.
There's only the one. The rest is fine. And yeah, she comes back out with a broom and some and a dustpan and just starts wiping it up. She turns to you. So, where's Wade?
He went to talk to Asmund.
Oh. Okay.
I think there's a little something going on there.
Oh, sweetie. I shouldn't tell. And she just keeps brushing it up and pulls it up and starts going back to the
Oh,
back.
please do tell.
Oh, no.
He's very sweet on her.
Make a persuasion check. How long does your enhance ability
It's
last?
gone. It's gone. I
Okay.
rolled a 7, so that's an 8.
An 8. It's not a very high DC on this one. Yeah, she turns to you and is like, oh, I know. I shouldn't be saying nothing, but I know. It's cute, isn't it?
It's adorable. They're really good together.
Oh, stop it. I don't know if they'll end up together. You know, your friend is very pretty. She's a very pretty girl. I think that her and Wade might get along well.
They would make very nice procreations. I'd have to agree.
Oh, yeah. They definitely would.
You could have
Well-
some little horned wades running around here.
Yeah, so anyway, as much as I would love to talk about little Wades running around with their horns and things, where are you going today?
I was gonna meet up the rest of the group over at Osmond's house.
Oh, good. Well, let me know how she is. She didn't turn up for dinner yesterday either, so I do have to wonder how she is. But let me know. I'm interested.
I will definitely keep you updated on the Wade and Asmund show.
Please do. Well, if there's anything that you need, don't hesitate to ask.
Did you have any more food from last night?
I have to go check back in the house.
No, don't worry. Don't worry about it.
I'll go on my lunch break. He'll be fine.
I'm sure we'll stop by before we decide to do anything else.
Please
I'll
do.
let Asmund know you're looking for her.
That'd be very kind. Thank
No.
you.
Wade. Bye.
You wave goodbye, and she waves goodbye back. And as you leave, you're a perceptive individual, and you watch as she sits down on the counter and is like, and you know exactly what she's thinking about. So I don't need to. But yeah, so you leave. Great. So free. You've got your 10 minutes real quick to go and do what you wanted to do.
Yes. She is finishing up something in her journal,
Mhm.
ripping it up and slipping it under the Endwater's door.
Sure.
The letter.
And then you just want to go and head straight back to Asmon's? Or you going to do anything else at this time?
Nope. Go back and see if they're still there.
Great. So, for the rest of you, you walk up to Asmon's house and knock on the door, I assume.
I'll turn to the group with me. Y'all want to go talk to Shawnee? That's fine. I got to talk to Asmin in private.
Sure.
It's fine.
So when you knock on the door, you hear. You see Loven before you, just with a gentle smile, who waves. Is sort of avoiding eye contact with Izzy.
Yeah, she's glaring.
I'm just staring
at him.
blankly.
You watch to see like
the most awkward thing ever.
I'm just gonna walk past him in.
I'm going to just like keep my the fucking death glare on him as I pass by.
Yeah, as you pass by,
I'm gonna go in last and just tap him on the shoulder. Just kind of pat him on the shoulder as I walk in.
Yeah, he gives you a nod.
It's so awkward.
It's bad when a Lakian's like the good guy. You know something's gone terribly wrong.
He runs back upstairs.
He's our Toby.
Oh my god.
Logan's our Toby.
He's the superbly nice dude.
You hear some murmuring, and then and two sets of footsteps come down the stairs. You see Asmin and Shani both running down. Hey, you're back.
Yeah. Well, we got some news for Shawnee, and I was actually wondering if I could maybe talk to you and maybe even Loven.
Yeah.
He does have a tongue, right?
Yes, Wade, he has a tongue.
Okay.
Why?
He never talks. Freaking weird.
Been inside my mouth a few times, too.
Maybe we can talk about that. Why don't we'll go upstairs, and I guess Shani could stay down here with the rest of you guys? Yeah. And Shani's like, oh yeah.
Sure.
And yeah.
Nothing really to say to you besides hello.
Hi. And yeah, you split off. Loven and Asmin go upstairs with Wade, and Shani stays downstairs. So who wants to go first, you guys?
I'll go.
Yeah,
unless Izzy objects.
I've literally had to ask like 2 questions to Shani. I think just 2 questions.
Go for it.
Yeah. So I'm gonna sit down with Shani, and say, so are you 100% sure he has a paper contract?
No, I did not see it since I was first taken. I don't know if they let you see it though, so...
Fair enough. Also, is there anything you'd want from the manor? Any personal possessions that you'd like us to get for you?
There is one thing. I have this scarf, it is red.
Right.
It was given to me, so that it could be used to hide the collar. My first one, the green one, is still there. I would like that back. It has good value to me.
Sure. We'll try to get it for you.
That would be nice. Thank you.
Of course. And then that's literally all I want to talk about.
For the record, I'm kind of leaning against, because I'm assuming we went to like the sitting room. Equal, I'm guessing it's probably where we went. I'm kind of leaning on the doorway still a little bit. Kind of the cool guy stance, just lean on the doorway. But once Izzy finishes, I'll stand up a little bit straighter and I'll look over to her. So we obviously went and talked to him, and he seemed convinced that there were some items from the manor that she wanted, and obviously we have what item that would be. He also expressed interest if you wanted. This is strictly up to you, whether you wanted to do it or not, to take you on a tour of the grounds now that you're a free woman. No strings attached, just kind of trying to start over and start on the right foot this time. This is not something that you have to do or that you're obliged to do. But he did want the intent expressed to you, if you would be interested.
As you bring this up, you see her form sort of start to shift and become more closed in. When she starts saying, and she replies, I don't know. I don't know if that's a good idea.
That's fine. I don't care one way or the other. We've honestly gotten all we need from him at this point, from the sounds of it. Because he said that he didn't have a contract for you, which he could be lying, might not be. We plan on going to find out for sure later tonight.
What are you going to do?
Going to sneak into his office and kind of snoop around a little bit.
Okay. Be safe.
Of course. While we're there, is there anything in particular you would want me to look for?
Just my scarf. That is all.
And would that be in the room where we found you that night when we first met you?
If he has not moved it, yes. He has one office, but he also does some work in his room. So I don't know if it will be there or if it will be somewhere else.
Okay. Well, we will see if we can get into the office and see if it's in there. If not, there are plenty of other ways we can probably get information.
Thank you.
Of course. If there's anything that you think of between now and then that you want us to do or other stuff for us to get, let us know.
She nods with like a more firm smile. In the past day, especially since she's gotten the collar off, she has become a lot more confident and outwardly happy. It's very clear that this is a different person to the one that you met.
Okay.
Manor itself. I'll say it's about this time that Free would come back because you guys haven't been talking for too long.
Yep.
And probably also Tyra as well. I imagine you guys would have met up along the way because you weren't really doing dissimilar tasks.
Right before Free comes, right before Free gets there, I want to kind of go over to her, kneel down, kind of hold my hand out, look up to her and just be like, may I? Just motioning towards your hand.
Make a persuasion check.
Natural 1.
Jesus.
Natural 1. Yeah, she thinks about it and sort of recedes into that previous form. She's like,
okay,
maybe later.
Okay.
If I catch up with Free, I'm not really gonna say anything, but I'm gonna look at her, and I'm gonna point to my chest, which is significantly bigger than it was this morning.
What?
Who does your work?
She just kind of gives you this weird look back, like, what?
I'm gonna pull out just a corner of the collar that I stuffed.
Oh, Okay.
And
She goes,
back.
oh. She's like, what? Okay. She nods. He's like, oh, okay.
So we're going to take a look at
That
it.
could come in use, I suppose.
At least we know he doesn't know that it's already off.
It's true. Which means if he does have the contract, it's not related to that. So that's one thing crossed off the list.
It would still be good to know if it could follow us. I mean, if it's some kind of bill of sale and she's found somewhere where they enforce it.
Yeah. She definitely should not return to Ulavora. That's for certain.
Well, I know one place that I would hope wouldn't fulfill any kind of bill of sale of a person would be back in Aegeus. They're secluded enough.
We'll see what she wants, right?
I push up collar.
Equa,
Mm-hmm.
as I stand up, I'm gonna kind of make like an oh yeah face. I'm gonna reach into my bag. I'm gonna pull out the flower crown Thyra gave me a while back.
Okay.
And kind of hold it out for Shawnee.
You dirty, dirty dog.
I'm trying to comfort her, damn it!
Sure. She sort of gently takes it and puts it on her head and looks up at you, and there's a vague smile before. And Thyra is standing there looking at this. Your hand is still outstretched, and you begin pulling it back, and she's just looking at you.
I'm also there. I'm like watching this.
I gave you that as a gift.
I'm trying to make her feel better. I figured you'd appreciate the sentiment.
I know how. Are you trying to say I know how to make people feel better? I look at Free. I look at Izzy. I look back at Alakian.
I never said you didn't know how to do that.
I said try to.
You bring a smile to our faces, Thyra. Don't doubt yourself.
I'll stand back up.
So, in the meantime of this conversation, Wade, you went upstairs with Asmon and Loven. So, you walk into the bedroom. It is a familiar bedroom to you. And yeah, what would you like to say?
Do you trust Loven, right?
Yeah, I do. He's my partner.
Okay. Honestly, I just don't really know what to do. We're at a similar situation that we've been in the past. Me and the goats. And, well, I don't have too much experience outside of Keijo, and as you know, we don't really have too much crime here. But you spent all that time in Lacrovie, and you too, Loven. And they keep telling me that if anybody goes to jail, they can just get their way out, buy their way out, escape. How true is that? Is that common? Do you trust the government, Asmon?
I mean, I personally have never seen anyone with that much, power go to jail for too long. You remember that book that I gave you, and you tried to read it when we was maybe 11 or 12, and it was about that guy that ran them big shops up in the north, and they tried to put him in jail, and he didn't last long in there. He came back out.
Yeah, I totally read that.
Well, there was a book about that I gave you.
Right, yeah, I read it, yeah.
And you never gave it back to me, so that explains where that went. No, I'm pretty sure that was based on a true story.
So, you mean to tell me that there's just no hope in the justice system?
I ain't saying that. I mean, we're all in different countries, so that's up north. The laws are different up there. But, I mean, if you've got enough on him, maybe.
Well, we have Shawnee. She's the eyewitness. If we can get this contract, that'd be proof.
Right. That's true. I mean, it was worth a go, you know?
But the problem is, like you just said, the goats think that anybody with power is just gonna get out. And they just want to kill everybody. And maybe that's the right solution then. I guess there's no other way.
Wait. You ain't gonna talk about killing nobody now.
No,
My whole life, you ain't never mentioned killing nobody once, apart from maybe Heath like twice. You ain't a killer, Wade. I know you ain't gonna kill no one.
No, I'm not gonna kill no one, but it just, I don't know. What are we supposed to do if not that?
Make a real good case. Have some faith, and if he gets back out, then figure out another way. I don't think that killing him is really good for anyone. But that's just me. Logan, what do you think? And Logan just...
Just gonna stare blankly at him.
Yeah, Asmund like looks at you both. He's agreeing with me, Wade. You don't have to keep staring at him here. He made his point.
Oh, okay. Good.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. Well. Yeah. That's all I want to talk about. I don't know how I'm gonna get through to the goats on this one.
Okay. Yeah. That's fine. I mean, Kev's a goat, right? He's got a say too.
Yeah.
So maybe he'll back you up. Anyway, you should probably get back to the group, see what they're doing. Yeah. Okay. And she jumps off the bed, starts walking out, back downstairs. And yeah, you see the rest of the group. Everyone's down there, talking about how Thyra can please people. Yeah. Now you guys are all back together again. What would you like to do?
About what time is it?
At this point, you're approaching like 10:30, 11 o'clock in the morning.
Okay.
Did Asmund come down with Wade?
Yes, all three of them came down.
Asmund, have they found any more of the hunters?
They found 2 more that came back alive, which is good. Ain't no Keijo regulars. I'm pretty sure that we're all accounted for now. So I think it's just people from elsewhere now. But we only found 2 of them so far. I mean, could still be more coming in.
So if they're out of towners, it's a good guess that everybody that was probably helping to look for Wade are back.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
That's 3 girls. What? 18 missing?
Let me think.
And Logan's count. Lovin's rules count.
I said that.
We bought back.
18. I'm pretty sure it's 18.
I remember.
I will say yes. Yeah, 18 sounds about right. Yeah.
Equa doesn't have any NPCs he's lost. Feels bad.
Oh, I was calculating it back in my head. Because I think I said 23 originally, and there's been 5 back. Not including Wade. So,
yeah, and then there were 2 more that just came in. So that'd be 16.
That's the 5.
Oh, that's the total of 5? Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, because we brought back Trini, Beth, and 2 others. So we brought back 4 bodies.
Mm-hmm. But they accounted for them then, so yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
So 18 is the number that I have said.
Got it.
I have spoken.
What's up?
The DM has spoken.
So yeah, what are you guys doing?
I'm going to check on Pop Pout. Beat him a little bit.
Okay, sure. Pout is off on a table off to the side of the room behind one of the couches. He's just gently swimming around as he does. There's like a small pile of algae that's been collected to the side of it that you left for Shani, and just pick some off and sprinkle it in. He likes it.
I'm gonna send a message. I'm gonna cantrip message to Lovin.
Okay.
Try to get him to talk.
Hey, you alright? Everything okay with us?
So message is verbal, so you say it out loud as well.
Yeah, I like whisper it. But
yeah,
it's magic.
I think only the caster and the receiver can hear it.
Yeah, and you turn around and say this to him, and as you do, you see he's kind of like taken aback, and you hear in your head just this and then he just nods in real life.
Only the target can hear the message, so no one else would hear it.
Under my breath, God, I hate that guy.
I would like at some point to pull Thyra aside because Isabel wants to talk to her about something. But
she does, like a petulant child.
Okay.
If anyone else has someone else to do before that.
I mean, wait, hold on. It's got to be under the boobs because of her push-up collar.
Right.
So you guys are still in the house, so you can choose to leave the house and go do something if you want to, or you can just hang around. That's fine.
I mean, I would probably not be in the house unless we're like having a conversation because it's a little cramped for a big half-orc.
You can leave the house if you want. That's fine. But yeah, Wade, you were saying?
Shawnee, we've been trying to think of ways to deal with Mr. Gain. And obviously it would be a big help if you were to testify to court. Is there a court system in this world? I don't know. If you
there is a justice system, so sure.
If you were to testify of your captivity, and we provided the proof of the contract, I think there's a chance we could have Mr. Gain put away, and he wouldn't be able to hurt anybody else again. And if it doesn't work, we'll do something else. But it's worth a try, right?
Is slavery actually like human trafficking like actually illegal, or is it just extremely frowned upon throughout the?
Oh, it's definitely illegal. It's 100.
Okay,
yeah.
I wanted to make sure before we went down this path. I figured.
That's a good point, though.
But that's also where I was going with this, considering it seems like everybody we've talked to has just kind of poo-pooed it off. That's why.
Yeah, I thought I mentioned that with VJ. It was a long time ago with VJ. We've been playing for like a year now. Yes, no, slavery is illegal. In Casco, at the very least, illegal.
Okay.
Yeah, she says. I don't know. I don't think it would really be good for me.
Well, I understand that you feel that way, but and it's tough to put this on you. But if we want to put an end to that kind of behavior, we have to have people stand up, victims stand up and come out. And if we can get them behind bars, it won't happen to anybody else ever again. You got to be brave.
Make a persuasion check. Lots of persuasion checks today.
That's what happens when people talk.
Yep.
That's a 14 plus persuasion plus 8.
22.
Charismatic.
Math
Very
people help
charismatic.
me. Yeah,
22.
Yeah, she looks down, twirls her thumbs, and thinks for a second. Yes. Maybe.
Okay. You think about it some more. Maybe it'll help boost your confidence if we get the contract for you.
Maybe, yeah.
Okay.
So yeah. Anyone else want to do anything while you're in the house? Or we'll skip to Izzy and Tyra.
Okay, I just had an idea that I think might cheer Shawnee up.
Are you gonna give her more of the gifts I gave you?
No, I'm gonna look towards Wade and just be like, "You still got those figurines?"
You're lucky I'm gone. Oh, you're lucky I'm gone.
Oh man, I'm not there either.
Oh, now I feel bad.
Let's see if Shawnee likes it as much as we do.
Yeah, he pulls them out, plops the box on the table, opens it up. Check these out. Free, you're gonna love this.
You throw all three of them out?
Yeah.
Okay, you throw all three of them out, and you watch as they hit the table, and there's a moment of motionless before they start to shake a little bit, and then all the bones crack back into place, and they all stand up and look around the area. And for you watch is the one that resembles Lakin, so looks to Shani, and it says, "Hello, beautiful. Pull my finger."
Oh my god.
And she like looks
Oh my goodness.
holds out her hand very gently, and the figure just like puts its hand on her finger and yanks, and you see it can't do anything, but you see the mouth of it go, and then it starts rolling in laughter over it. Izzy and the ones that resemble Izzy and Wade just turn to each other, and you see the one that looks like Wade say, "Hey," and the one that looks like Izzy say, "I like your hat," and the one that looks like Wade says, "That's my hat, don't fucking touch it," and then they start fist fighting on top of the table. Thank you. Roll a persuasion check with advantage.
Instead of persuasion check? Okay.
Just roll one. This is why not. See if you like it or not.
Natural 20.
It takes a moment of just sheer confusion on her face before it cracks into a grin and she starts laughing at the strange, like, rude figurines that are just... Now, you see Izzy and Wade are now, like, rolling, like, trying to fight each other and punch each other in the head, and they just roll off the table. And...
Oh my goodness.
They're broken now.
Scoop them back up and put them back on the table.
They can continue doing all manner of obscene and strange gestures. And yeah, even Asmon is cracking up at this one.
These are adorably weird.
I knew this was a good idea.
Get this.
We'll talk about that later.
All right. Oh man.
Beautiful. Fucking beautiful.
They run their course. After a minute, they recede back into their motionless state. Actually, by the time they get done, the one that looks like Izzy is actually holding Wade over her legs and is doing this, like getting ready to hit.
No.
Oh goodness.
They are just too connected. To pull them apart, you'd have to reactivate them and hope that they aren't going to continue that. Yeah, you put them back in the box and close the lid, and she had a laugh out of it.
Oh,
Yes.
my lord.
That was. I'm kind of upset I missed that. But that
I'm
was
kind of upset I made you miss that. But the only way you could is if I had left. And the only reason I would leave is with you. Oh.
I'm so glad I remembered we had those.
Oh, it's a beautiful moment.
Anyway.
Thyra's outside. Izzy, you catch up to her, no problem. She
Bring
stands
the
there.
mood right the fuck down.
Yeah, what would you guys like?
just perched up against a banister.
Dyto, there's something I learned this morning that I would like to discuss with you. So my dad's alive.
You didn't know that before?
While I was 10 years old, the house burned down. I haven't seen him since then, and I'm 33 now. So I was kind of assuming that he was dead.
Is he a human?
Oh, he's a human?
Good guesstimation. I would have thought he was dead too.
Right. So I can communicate. I have a spell like Iceman has. And I was able to contact him. What?
He responded? You're able to get in touch?
He said that I wasn't real, and then listed the streets that were around my house when I was a kid. So he's not doing well, I assume. But yes, he responded to me.
I mean, magic comes with a price, and if he was delving in things that brought out chaos,
Right.
I can't imagine that stopped.
And if he's alive, there's a good chance my little brother is alive as well. At least I hope there is. He is. I haven't contacted him yet because I want to save some magic in case things go wrong with Gaines.
Do you know? Do you think because he was saying streets around your home that that's where he is, or do you think just because that's just what he's familiar with?
I doubt it. They were ready to kill me, and I was a child that did nothing, and they were thinking about killing me because they thought I was cursed. I doubt he's around.
What does your dad look like?
Doesn't look. I look more like my mom. He's tall. He's dark hair, softer features. I don't look like him very lot. I have his eyes though, and that was
What color are Isabel's eyes?
They're very dark brown. That was 30 years ago. He looks different now. It's 20 years ago. He looks different now. I assume.
Are you saying you want to find him?
I want to rip his lungs out. I want to.
So maybe it's not a good idea that you find him. Not yet.
It's more than me. He did a lot of bad things.
I understand, but just killing someone isn't always the answer.
Well, that's what I'm saying that I want to do, but that's why I'm talking to you. So I talked to Wade about this. He doesn't know if my dad's alive, but I talked to him about him. Chaos didn't kill them. That's why I suspected they were alive. He had no recollection of my dad or my brother dying that night. I want to I want to find him for more than me. There are 7 women he killed, in an attempt to do something. Something. Maybe try to bring my mom back.
I mean, people do crazy things for love, right?
And so it's so I want, not just for me, I want to find them for them, for the women, and I want to find him for my brother Lambert. I want to see if he's all right. I want to get him away from the terrible man that is my dad.
You know,
the things he did to us.
I hate you sometimes, but you know I really love you. And I think you're looking at from the wrong perspective. If your dad is not as well off as he is, there's a good possibility. You said Lambert?
My little brother, right?
He might not even be with your dad. He could be worse off than what you are or what you were right now. So maybe your focus should be the one you love and not the one you hate. Because hate will find you eventually. It's love that you have to seek out.
I do need to find my dad eventually, though. This is sort of what I want to talk to you about. I want to see what has happened to him, and I might kill him. I might let him rot wherever he is, or I might get him thrown in jail. I don't know.
Well, I hope you look for other possibilities than killing him. But if he has wronged you and he's wronged your family, if he were to do that to me, I'm sure I would want to chop off his head.
He's done a lot more than just wrong my family. He's not a good person. But if at this point he's so broken that he's not a threat, there's no reason for me to kill him. But I need to see that for myself. So I'm asking you, after all this, after maybe even after Kev, because apparently there's a time limit on that now, I would like to return to my home village.
I think we can help you find your dad. Maybe even your brother. There's not much I can do personally, but...
Well, I'm not asking you to use magic to find them. I'm not sure if you're even capable of doing that. I need you, and I need Wade. Specifically. Free and Alakian, they're useful, and I like them, but Free is not exactly stable herself. And Alakian, I'm pretty sure, doesn't give a shit about people's lives.
Tyler kind of stands there like, stable?
You've a better moral compass than her, I think. And you help ground me more than she helps ground me. You and Wade.
I mean, she's scared.
You both there to just...
If I were Free, I would be scared too.
I just need you there to make sure if I do find him, and he's just some weird homeless man on the street who's ranting and raving, I don't kill him out of principle alone, because that would be bad.
I can do. I can make sure you just don't outright kill a frail old man.
That's essentially what I'm asking to do, is make sure I don't continue to go down whatever path I'm currently on.
Killing is should never be the first option. Last resort.
I wish I could think like that in the moment.
Sometimes it's hard, even for me. I almost killed you, and we were just having a little bit of fun.
That hurt. That really hurt. There's a lot of pain. You definitely could swing very hard.
Next time, no weapon.
Sure, I can do that.
Well, I mean, me, no weapon. I don't do quite as much damage.
I don't feel comfortable of pitting you against Chaos when you're unarmed. I'm pretty sure Chaos would win that.
He might.
Yeah, he's stronger now. He can burn things with his claws. So.
Alright, we'll make stipulations. No weapons, no magic.
A lot of weird new powers I've gotten lately. It's very strange. I can talk to people. I'm pretty sure I can summon demons. Also, I can climb walls. It's been a very strange few days.
I can cast a spell called Enhance Ability, and I point to my chest again, which is bigger than it was this morning.
I'm gonna look at Thyra and go, "You're a very."
I mean, they were voluptuous before.
Isabel hasn't really looked at Thyra like that in like fucking months, and so she kind of like pushed like that like her figure aside and just kind of looks at your breasts and just goes, "Thyra, you're 18. I'm 33.
I'm 19 now. Thank you very much.
You're 19 and I'm
a day
33.
ago.
Happy birthday! I love that you had a birthday. I hope it was good. But again, I'm in my 30s. You're 19. It's not appropriate. I'm sorry.
I just start busting up laughing.
I don't think it. Yeah, great. So I misread the situation.
I did the same thing to Free, and I'll kind of pull up the collar a bit, tuck it back in.
So that's good to know. All right. Another part of me wants to take that collar and just like give it to Gaines. You know.
Well, I think that's kind of our trump card right now.
I know it is trump card, but I just want to do it.
He doesn't have it yet.
I want to put it around the neck of the hag and then give him the head with the collar on it.
No.
I know it's a bad idea, but I want to do it anyways. I
understand the sentiment.
My original plan, if we hadn't talked to Gaines, was to make myself look like a weird, like Ghost Rider, and then ride up with the head and like freak him out just for the fuck of it, and then leave.
Is that you? You have some messed up things in your head, is he?
That's not messed up. I just look like a Ghost Rider at the head of the thing, being like, "We killed it," and then throw it and then run away just to fucking fuck with his head.
I put my arm around her and kind of like lead her back into the house. I can honestly say I have never met anybody like you.
I am six of a kind, apparently.
I don't think I want to meet the other 5.
We killed one of them. Don't worry about it. I ate him. Remember?
Not really, because I think that was one of the times and as we walk in, I think that was one of the times I knocked out a Lakian.
I think it was.
As we're walking in the door, that's what I say.
Lakian, were you knocked out when we fought the other weird creature thing? Like my...
I don't know, DM. I don't think she knocked me out for that one.
She knocked you out. Nope, you ran away from her. She didn't knock you out afterwards.
Are you coming through a different mic?
You're very echoey.
Okay. No. Is that better?
Yes.
Yeah. Would you crank the gain?
No. I turned up the reverb just for the hell of it.
Oh, okay.
So, as the two of you walk back into the house, you see the rest of the group huddled around this small black box that is now closed, and Wade is picking it up. And as you do so, that's where we'll take our break.
Excellent.
Real quick, it's a black box. Does it look obsidian?
From what you can tell, no. It just looks like a painted wood.
Okay.
We get a short rest between this now and when we go back
if you choose to sit here and take a short rest, you can take a short rest.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes. Okay, good. Then.
So, we will come back here in like 10 minutes after the end of Izzy's short rest, and then we'll continue the story. So, think about what you guys want to do in the break, and the rest of you in the audience go get snacks and then go pee and etc. And we'll be right back.
All right.
Oh dear.
I'll send you some rosé. We'll send you some Gaines rosé.
No.
So,
slave wine.
As you all reconvene in Asmund's house, do you guys want to just basically fast forward the day and we'll dip in and out of what you guys want to do, and then we'll skip to tonight, or do you want to do something else? Have you changed your plans?
I'm good with just kind of dilly-dallying around, just doing stuff.
Yeah, doing a little bit RP.
Yeah.
That's a very brief thing I want to do, but if anyone else has something they want to do.
Okay, cool. So, what we will do then is, for the purposes of this, you guys can essentially do whatever you want to do, and we'll go around in orderly fashion. So, we'll start with who's first on the layout? Was it you, Griz?
Yeah.
Discord's different from the layout. So, Wade, what would you like to do today before tonight?
I just kind of stop into Mom and Pa's, say hey, and then I'll probably ask Asmin about like making a collar that does something similar. If she thinks she would even be capable of doing something like that.
Okay.
Or
so you up to Asmin.
Yeah, we can roleplay it if you want. I didn't want to bog down anything or something.
No, you're totally fine. I got to pull up her sheet real quick. Yeah, so what are you asking her specifically?
I want to know if she knows how that magic worked. The tracking of the collar and stuff. Because I assume she needed to know how it worked to dispel it, maybe? I don't know.
Right. Sure. So she replies and she says, yeah, so I figured the divination part out pretty quick. That's simple as all hell. It's just a part of the collar that has the ability to be tracked. For that, I don't know the spell personally, but I mean it's easy enough to spell. You just take it apart. The rest of it, I didn't get a good enough idea. The rest of it's a little bit more complex. The collar is in and of itself like one item, so you can remove parts of it. But if I were to dispel magic on all of it, then it just all goes.
So at the end of the day, it's pretty easy to dispel.
I wouldn't say it's easy to dispel. It's harder than your average cookie cook crack, but I'm really smart, so I figured it out.
Okay. Been thinking about maybe if jail's not going to work and I'm against killing, maybe not a collar, but some way of keeping tabs on Gain everywhere he goes.
Yeah,
Might be
that'd
smart.
be good. We could put him on like probation or something.
Yeah, probation or like house arrest. or I don't know. Does like the echelon have like a secret prison for like the worst offenders? Something like that.
No, we don't have that. That's not us.
That would have been convenient.
That would have been real convenient. I don't think he warrants that much of prison though. Hey, are you still having issues with the group? Getting them to like, agree on what to do with him?
Yeah.
I gotta ask you, Wade. Who's in charge?
Wade will laugh out loud. Well, I think whoever's just the loudest in that time.
Right. I think that might be your problem. That right there. Yeah, that's probably why you can't agree on nothing.
It's probably
Why ain't you trying to be the leader, Wade?
I can't lead. Nobody's gonna listen to me.
Why?
Have you met the goats?
You're right. Listen, I don't think that you need to be like, super duper smart or compelling or anything to be a leader. I think you just gotta have like a good sense of heart. And by the sounds of it, they all wanting to kill Gain and stuff. maybe that's where you shine. Maybe bring it up to him or something. I don't know. I'd back you up if it were a vote. I'm not a part of the group, but I'd vote for you.
Thanks, Asmund.
It's okay.
I think this is the kind of group that they won't take kindly to having a leader, and I understand that. I think maybe I just got to do better, lead them by example.
That's a good idea. I mean, leading doesn't have to be like a dictatorship or nothing. You could still lead and have like a democracy, a voting sort of thing. But you just get like the final say on stuff. Like, no, we're not killing Mr. Gain. Stuff like that.
I think you give me more credit than I deserve on that. I'm not the assertive type. So
maybe it's something to work on. I don't know. I'm just trying to help. I don't really know these people as well as you do, so it's hard for me to say.
I think they just think I'm too naive.
Well, you gotta show them you ain't then. That's my 2 cents anyway, so you can take it or leave it. It's up to you.
Yeah. Thanks, Asmund. And if
all right.
The Echelon opens up any secret prisons, let me know.
I will keep a lookout for secret prisons in the Echelon.
Hey, Equa, Duel is with the Convex Order?
Duel is a politician in Gazari. He's not affiliated with one of the groups, no.
Oh, okay. He's a politician.
He's a politician. So yeah, anything else you want to do, Wade?
Nope.
Cool. Next on the layout is
Dyto.
I don't have to bring him up. Dyto, what does Thyra want to do in this time?
I am going to I'm going to take a little bit of time, and I am going to teach Shawnee how to do, the like grade school, clap game that you do with your friends? No, you're not a girl. Well, I'm going to do that. Yeah, kind of like patty cake, but it's more like...
It's not kind of like the same.
It's not the same.
Cake.
It is not. No, it's like...
Yeah, no.
Yeah, it's
not, it is not patty cake.
We played Knuckles.
But I know what you're talking about, Dyto, because,
It's just like, I'm going to play a fun game. Okay. Is essentially what it is.
Sure, I mean, she's already in high spirits, so make a persuasion check.
We slung coins at each other's knuckles trying to make them bleed when I was in elementary school.
It's not going to be good. I rolled a 6, so I'm pretty sure that's only a 7. Yep.
Yeah. She is happy to entertain you demonstrating it. But when it comes to you asking her to partake, she just... No, it's fine. I'm okay.
Who else is here at the moment?
If you're doing this straight away, then everyone.
Yeah, I don't want to do this now. I'm gonna, after trying to get, Shawnee to act like a child with me, I'm gonna go up to Free. What's Free doing?
Oh, that's the other thing I want to do. Shit. Okay, sorry.
We'll circle back.
She's writing currently in her book.
Free, would you like to go for a walk for a few minutes? It's a little stuffy for a big person like me in here.
Sure. She'll tuck her book away and go out with Thyra. Wow, Thyra. Wow. My brain is not... Okay. Hi.
We'll walk for a few minutes, quietly. See if Free starts talking first.
Nope.
I can't. I'm gonna look around. Are there like a lot of people around, or?
There's not as many people as you would expect for a festival day. You see a couple people just wandering around, but it's not crazy numbers at all.
I can't say that I understand your situation or what you went through, but I don't know what I would have done in your shoes. I probably would have stayed too. It seems that by the time whoever had you took the collar off, you had already lost all hope. And you started to find the light and the hope, and you followed it right out the door. And so you found Wade and Alekian. And Izzy and I. But it's not your fault for staying. You were young, had nowhere to go, dropped in the darkness. You want to beat yourself up for staying? You were a child.
It's easier said than done, of course. I was gonna speak to everyone later, just to explain a bit, but thank you. Honestly, it's especially since you know everything.
I barely know anything.
Well, everyone will know everything if I manage to. If I'm brave enough later.
Just look at this. After those years of staying without a collar, without anything keeping you there, you found it in you to run. And if you need if you need a little bit of brave, just look at me. I'll give whatever I can to you. We're here for you.
Yeah, you and Wade especially have definitely showed me that. So thank you.
Wade is probably the brightest light in this group.
He's... how do you describe him? I don't know. I don't understand.
Carefree. Optimistic. Optimistic, I think, is...
Optimistic is definitely... very thoughtful.
But I just wanted to make sure that you knew. Even though if you don't know yourself, I'm sure everybody else would agree it's not your fault. You did what you needed to survive.
Thank you.
I just hope that the goats can provide the light you need to get out of your darkness.
Yeah, I think I'm ready to let that let you all in a little more. So, Free will awkwardly offer her a hug because now, after turning her down recently, she feels kind of guilty. But
Sarah is kind of shocked for a minute, and will try to gently return the awkward hug. Awkward herself because this is weird.
Yeah,
she didn't expect this.
Thank you, really. And, yeah. Step back, kinda.
You already know that Wade will sacrifice himself for you, but
God.
he's not the only one. I mean, it was stupid. But the sentiment was still there. And we're not killing. No matter what he says, we're not going to kill him to save him. I mean, Kev.
No, that was so shocking. Oh man. Didn't think someone could surprise me like that, but there he goes. Doing it again.
Imagine coming out of a rage, and the first thing you hear is, "Wait, you gotta kill me."
Right? I wake up from being dead and him being back, and he just wants to die, and I'm like... we're a bunch of idiots.
We are. We are definitely a bunch of idiots. But hopefully... I mean, we keep each other... Not really. I wish I could say we keep each other in line, but we try.
Yeah, we definitely need to work on that one.
I think this will be a turning point. I think this is kind of what we all needed.
Yeah, I think just how hard everyone fought to get him back just proves that we need each other. We may not always show it.
Or we need show it in really bad.
Yeah.
But if I ever die, and I'm dead, you don't bring me back. You take this, and I kind of put my hand over my exposed necklace. You take this back to Aegeus, to my tribe, outside of, I don't remember what town it is. Linjay. And to burn my body, like, immediately.
As I will respect that. I mean, it's a shocking conversation, but since I just died twice, I completely understand where it's coming from. Alright, if that's what you want, I'll make sure it happens. I hope we never have to come to that.
Me too. It was not fun to have a friend get taken by a hag and another one die on your birthday. Definitely one for the history books, I'd have to say.
Yeah, I think we owe you a makeup birthday for that one.
No, you don't. I got the cake. I got to let her. I think that's the most I've had in 4 years. Okay. I'll kind of give her a little nudge with my elbow.
Maybe she will do the same back, but Esprit has a negative in strength, so it's nothing. It's just
so
like
Thyra will like do like a pratfall, like she almost like stumbled.
Yes, as if Thyra.
So, when I returned the dishes you cleaned, and I hid a platinum in it. Do you think Wade's mom will find it?
I'm sure she'll find it and find a way to return it to you.
I don't think... Well, she probably does know that I was the one who put it there, but...
You're kind of obvious sometimes with your attempts at...
Yeah, being
extra kind.
Being big and burly, you can't really hide much.
Sometimes it's about making a distraction somewhere else while you do your thing.
I did drop a plate, so maybe that distracted her?
I'm sure it did. Did you break it?
I'm glad I was able to make you laugh, Bree.
Yeah. I needed this. Thank you.
I think we all did. And I'll kind of like loop my arm in hers, like best friendo style.
Mm-hmm. Still walk along.
And we'll head back.
Cool. So, you head back. For the rest of the day, is there anything that you want to do, Thyra?
No.
Coolio. So, moving on, I think Esprit's next
Esprit,
in layout. Alekian, what do you want to do today?
I have a few things I want to do. First off, whenever we first met Shawnee, did she look like she had any kind of makeup on or anything like that? I just had this idea too, for cheering up.
That you recall, no, she did not.
Okay. Before I leave, because I basically the other few things I want to do is around town. Before I leave, I do want to kind of crouch at her front of her again, and just kind of look at her, just be like, "Have you?" Actually, okay. I guess first before I do this, I guess I'm gonna ask you, DM. Could, with my experience with a disguise kit, would I be able to properly give somebody like a makeover-ish type thing?
Sure, it has degrees of makeup in there. It's nothing fancy, but it's to change skin tone or things like that. Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to kind of kneel. I'll like I said, I'll crouch in front of her, just be like, and I'll pull out the disguise kit, kind of open it up, towards her, and just be like, again, just another thought to try and help your spirits a little bit. Would you like either me or yourself to like do a makeover on you? Would that help you feel better about anything, or not?
Make a persuasion check.
Not bad. 14.
14. Yeah, she says, I don't usually wear very much of it. I'm happy, but if you want to do this, we can, I suppose.
If you don't want it, I won't push it on you. I won't make you do it if you don't want to. It was just a thought.
Well, we could all do it. And she looks around to the rest of the group. At this point, Thyra and Free will have wandered off.
Yeah.
But Asmod's still there, and Izzy's still there, and Wade is still there. So
I'll look to them, just be like, I mean, I'm okay with it if you guys are.
two of you first.
What was the question?
If you
You're
wanted to
doing
have a little
makeovers.
makeover, like a makeover session with everybody in the room.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Oh no!
Absolutely. Izzy's like, but me, yes.
I'll be right there,
Make her
Mom.
look pretty.
Yep,
As you say
I'm
that,
coming,
you hear
Mom.
Ivy go, Wade.
Bye.
I'm gonna grab. Can I grab Wade?
Are you attempting to grab Wade?
I'm going to attempt to grab Wade.
You can attempt to grab Wade if you would like to.
That's a 21 grapple check.
What do I have to? Do I contest? Is that how we do this?
Yeah,
Athletics or
acrobatics.
acrobatics?
Whatever's
Right.
higher.
You're not the
Yeah,
strongest.
go for athletics. Can
Come
I
on,
trust you,
roll.
purple die?
Roll bad. That's strong.
I shit you not, dude.
Natural 20?
Natural 20. You see that?
Fuck!
What's your modifier?
For a total of
it's
how
a total
much,
of
though?
24.
Yeah, that's higher than
Yeah.
21.
So you go to grab him, and he's like, "Nope." He just ducks down and starts running along the wooden platforms. Free and Thyra, you watches. You hear something behind you, and you look back, and Wade is just running straight to his parents' restaurant.
Isabel's gonna lean out of the door and yell at him, I'm gonna do your makeup in your sleep.
You don't regret this later.
He just jumps into the swamp.
I'm gonna make you pretty. She's gonna make you pretty. She'll make you pretty.
Yeah,
Okay.
Asmund says, I mean, he's a loser anyway. Sure, why not?
Okay. I will set about giving everybody a makeover of some kind that they denote to me.
Okay, so make a performance check.
Okay. Uh, 19.
It's surprising how comfortable you are with applying makeup to other people. You don't do a half bad job. Everyone looks to be dolled up to an extent. Everyone's happy. There's laughing. You guys eat food while you do it. Getting around. They'll try and put it on you too if you let them.
Yeah, I won't try not to. Like that was kind of part of the agreement of everybody. It was everybody do it, and I'm part of everyone. So
I will apply makeup. I have a disguise kit I am proficient with.
Okay, so roll for your disguise kit.
Okay. I'm gonna give him smoky eyes. That's dexterity, right?
Performance.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give performance.
It'd be awesome if you made him.
It's on somebody else. That's why.
All right. So I'm proficient. So I
yeah, you can add your proficiency. It's fine.
Bitchin'. So that's +7. Aha. +8. Natural 20 +8.
Nice.
You look like a fucking runway model.
His contours, man. His contours are just.
Yeah. It's on point. What is it, on fleek?
It's fleek. He's on point and fleek. He's both.
So you guys spend an hour doing each other's makeup, and at the end of it, you're all
eyes, fucking
happy.
wing, like an eyeliner.
This is gonna be fun for doing what I'm gonna do next.
Absolutely. I hope he walks in on a fucking drag queen in the Lakean, fucking robbing him, just like shit.
Yeah, he's gonna go pick up his armor.
I'm gonna go over to Rovel's place.
Okay.
We'll say as you leave, we'll say Tharian and Free are probably coming back in. So that's where we'll pick up with you guys. Okay. So sure, you head over to Rovel's place. It's not too hard for you to find Rovel. Rovel is sitting outside as it's getting later, and he's just enjoying himself with his pipe.
Okay. And kind of look towards him and just be like, because we didn't actually do anything with the bodies yet, did we, Equa?
You
put them behind his house?
Yeah, you left them there for them to plant or to bury later that day.
For them to plant the bodies.
Plants come out of graves, it's fine. Yeah, so they will have been gone by now.
Okay, never mind then. I won't do that. So if they're gone, though, I won't do that then.
You're busy. It's fine.
Huh?
You guys were busy last night. It's fine.
Yeah. Well, I guess never mind. I am going to head over to Mon Pa's restaurant and see if my armor is ready yet.
Okay. Sure. Yeah. Did I make you pay for it last time?
No, I have not paid for it yet.
So let me just double check the price here. It's studded leather, correct?
Correct. I think it was like 45 gold, 25 gold, something like that.
It's something 5 gold. It's not that expensive.
45.
45.
Yeah.
Okay, sweet. So yeah, you walk in. With your passive perception, as you walk in, the restaurant portion is empty. Like there's no one in here at this time. People are staying home, understandably. You hear Ma in the back, and something catches your eye on the floor. It's like a glint of some metal.
I bend down, pick it up. What is it?
It's a piece of platinum.
Okay. Pick it up. We'll kind of do like the little coin thing in between my fingers as I'm walking up to the counter.
Cool. Yeah, you walk up to the counter. You can ring the bell if you want to.
I'll ring the bell.
And yeah, you hear Ma say, "Oh shit!" And she jumps down and starts running up. Oh hey, what can I get for you, sweetie?
Well, I was wondering if your husband was done with the armor I had commissioned this morning.
Oh, he's working on it now. It'll be done later tonight. I must say, you're looking fabulous, sweetie. I love what you've done with yourself.
Well, thank you, but this was actually Izzy that did this.
So,
So
give her my compliments.
I will do that. In the meantime, though, I'll kind of put my hand down on the counter. Just be like, I found this in the floor. I don't know if you dropped this or somebody else dropped it, but I figured I'd return it to you as I put down the platinum piece on the counter.
A piece of that was no one in this town. We don't carry platinum around here. That's some rich people stuff. Maybe it was one of you guys. You traveling folks.
Did anybody come through here this
You're
morning?
right. Yeah, Thyra did. Yeah. She brought me back some plates. Mostly in one piece. So maybe she dropped it when she was coming in. Maybe return it to her.
Knowing her, she was probably trying to give it to you, and it might have just slipped out of her hands or something.
Oh, no, I won't take such a thing. Slip it back in her pocket then for me. That's my request.
I'm going to push it closer to her on the counter. I'm going to push it closer to her on the counter. Just be like, I insist.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Y'all have done more for us than needed to. So, you take that and you go with it. Is there anything else I could do for you though?
No, I'll pick it up and I'll put it in my pocket for now. Would it make it go a little faster if I could help your husband out with my armor, or does he not really usually use help? Like, would he be okay with me helping him?
Well, I've been helping him out some of the day. I'm not sure there's going to be much else for him to do. Are you going somewhere tonight? Are you in a rush?
Not until much later tonight, but I also kind of wanted to make sure that like the design and stuff that I wanted on there was kind of what I was looking for.
Oh yeah, we can go back and check it. That's fine.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah.
He leads you back into the workshop. You've been here once before. Now it is lit up, and there are small machines running off of like half generators that they have here. Some of them like mostly hand cranking ones, but yeah, he is hard at work. You see, he has a big pair of thick goggles on that come down to about here on his face, and he looks up at you and says, "Hey, are you here to check out your new set?"
Yes, yeah, actually, I am indeed.
Yeah, come on over. And
walk
lying there is this beautiful piece of leatherwork. Very good at what he does. It's got a very intricate, fine inlay, a beautiful design of feathers and elegant carvings and designs that sort of really accentuate the gracefulness of the robe that you had on. The robe, by the way, is off to the side. He's just using that as a reference. And the armor stuff is stained a deep black.
Cool. I like it. I'll look at it. Everybody, just be like, wow, this is way more than I was expecting.
Oh no, this ain't nothing. This is about what you get from me. If you want to make any improvements or anything, then that's fine. You just gotta let me know, and I'll change something up or anything like that.
I think it looks great. It looks great as is. I really appreciate you doing this.
Oh well, ain't no problem. I love to hear that. It'll be done in 5 or 6 hours in the evening, and it'll be here waiting for you.
Okay, yeah, I'll be sure to come by and get it then. I appreciate it.
No problem. He goes back to work.
Yeah. Is Ma, and I'll turn around and I'll head out. Is Ma following me?
Yeah, she follows you out.
Okay. I'm going to try to sneakily kind of put that platinum piece out of my pocket, like on a counter somewhere if I can.
Make a sleight of hand check.
Uh, 15.
Yeah, that'd probably be so passive perception. Yeah, I'll say it's easy enough to do. You just flick it out. There is like a small little as it like settles on the counter, but she doesn't seem to notice.
Okay. Then I'll head out.
Great. So she sees you off and waves goodbye. Anything else you want to do, Lakin?
No. I'm just gonna go back to the group, and then as I get there, I'll kind of sit there and just kind of meditate a little bit, pray, meditate about what we're getting ready to do this evening.
Not a problem. So, Free, what do you want to do in this time?
Once everyone's settled back here for a little bit, she will look at the group and ask if she could talk to the goats alone for a minute. By a minute, she means a couple minutes, but...
Sure. The other three oblige and head upstairs, leaving you the floor with the rest of the goats.
Did you want Wade to be there, or did you just mean them?
No. The goats.
The goats. That's everyone.
Okay. Yeah, Equa said the other three, so I was confused. Okay. Is this like later when Wade would have come back or something?
Yeah, you would have come back.
Cool. Then
yeah,
okay, I'm
waiting.
there. I just wanted to make sure. Okay.
Yeah.
She's kind of like tucked against like a corner or wall or something now, and has her like bag in her arm. She's just kind of hugging it. And all right. So now that you've been involved with this, I think I should let you know what the cakery is, at least what I know of it. The front of the whole place is a cafe. The men and women who are brought in start by cooking food and treats and serving the restaurateurs or whatever you want to call them who come in. That group is anyone who is new, underage, and undesirable. When they turn 18 or mature for their race, some of them switch to the opposite side of the building. The cakery runs a, well, sex house, essentially. Those who get bought disappear quickly. Those who remain until they're no longer wanted. Or if you're good at another skill, then that's where you go. Those who are new are forced to wear collars and sign a contract. Eventually, everyone breaks. Collars aren't necessary after however long of being downtrodden and bullied. They've got people on the inside who guard the slaves. They call themselves bakers, but really they hold the other end of the leash and beat you into line. You're taught how to speak, how to treat clients, how to be whatever you're told to be. There's the matron who runs both sides, and the masters are the ones who run the business. It's based, as far as I know, in Scotland, and no one does anything to touch them because guards know everyone uses this place. So maybe here we can do something like Free Shawnee. But going back up there, there's no one on your side. Yeah.
Do you have names for the heads of this?
3 out of however many, and that's only last names, and I don't know if they're real. They strip your name when you go there. So I can't even tell you if the people I spoke to are using their real names or not.
Again, underground background, Equa. Would I have any knowledge of like word of mouth stuff from people that have been up there of the cakery and their business dealings and stuff like that?
Go ahead and roll me a history check.
21.
21, okay. So you've definitely heard of the cakery.
Yeah.
A number of times, even before 3 came into your lifestyle, you'd heard of it. With that, let me pull up my notes here. So you know that the cakery is based in Epilatlan, which is the capital of Umora. Umora, in and of itself, is not the nicest countries. And Epilatlan is kind of a crappy city to begin with. People get away with a lot there. So that's partially the reason why it is allowed to stand. And part of it is because it fronts fairly well. There are a number of big investors in the cakery as well. I can't find my notes on names. I will send you the name of one of the individuals who is the matron of it.
The one that I know?
Yes.
That would be Agatha Hilson.
Right. So you've heard of that name before. She's often regarded as an in-point. She handles a lot of new people who go in there and who are then converted into their ideal models, actually. Apart from that, you don't know the names of the other people who but you definitely heard some information about it before.
Okay. And Cam, what was that name again for me?
Agatha Hilson.
Hilson, okay.
Okay.
Got the last name wrong there.
Got it. Danke schön.
Got it.
Wunderbar.
Isabel will sort of approach Free and will maintain a physical distance after hearing kind of what she's gone through. And say, I know that I'm usually pretty violent first, and I know you're generally a little more opposed to that. And I know that, as we've discussed earlier before, that you never want to see this again, and I can understand that. But I'll reiterate what I've told you before. At any time with a new life. Could be decades from that. If you need help with this, I'm there in a heartbeat.
I think we all are.
You may not have had
agreed.
anybody. You may not have had anybody behind you when you were first in the cakery, but you've got more than enough to have your back now. We may not be able to take down the cakery, but I appreciate knowing how big it is, how well hidden it is.
Right in the open. I didn't want you to be in danger because I couldn't speak up. Because, like Game says, he can easily tell them my name.
Oh, then we'll just kill them if they come for us.
If we see them coming.
There was something
I'm
Kiva
pretty
used to
sure
make me
Elite
read.
Can't sleep. I'm pretty sure he will be.
There's something that Kiva used to make me read. Something about roses and names and smelling sweet. A name can be changed. Isabel uses a bunch of names. Even Wade has a new name. I have multiple names. Alakian, who knows what his names are?
I'm operating the fact that Alakin isn't his real name.
Yeah, it's Elikane.
No, it's not.
Whichever your name is, whichever you decide to go by, you're still going to be you. You're still going to have your smell, your scent. You're going to be a rose, whatever you call yourself.
Yeah. I've changed names enough now. What's the new one?
And not for nothing, I know you guys aren't too fond of what you know of my past, but if and when it should come that you need help for whatever reason, or if we get word that there are people coming after us, I have contacts. And they may not be above board, but in cases like this, that's probably not a bad thing.
Free?
Mm-hmm.
You deserve a life where you're not hiding all the time. You shouldn't have to take a new name. We're gonna get your name back. Your real name.
Thank you, Wade. I think that's the point that Free is just gonna start crying because that was a lot.
I'll give her a handkerchief.
Oh, man.
We got you, Free. Don't worry.
So
He eventually
you guys
calms down and
engage in a big group hug with Free, I'm sure.
I'll like kind of like encircle her so that like nobody's really touching her. But like they still feel like they're part of a group hug with
not
her.
hugging this. Fuck that. No. It's feeling weirdly like not touchy right now, so she's not like no, she's gonna be in the corner.
That does bring me to something I wanted to talk about with everybody.
Well, go for it.
We got some mixed ideas for what we're doing with Mr. Gain. And honestly, I think that there's no better person that has better insight into all this than Free. So, Free, what should we do?
Honestly, If he could be locked up forever, that would be wonderful. But I think Shawnee's opinion matters here because she's the one that he hurt most. I don't know if this country is different. I mean, Councilman Duel knew what he was, helped, and just walked away to save his face, so...
If I'm being honest, I don't really like that Duel guy much.
He's a politician. He shouldn't... I mean, we have a few of those in my tribe, and even those you can't trust.
I do want to preface whatever we decide to do with one thing. And that is what he did to Shawnee. Thyra and I are both under the impression that he was telling the truth when what he said about just wanting to keep her safe and give her the best that he could. But he went about it the entirely wrong way. I think all of us understand that.
Right.
So, while it was a bad move to do what he did to her, he had the correct intentions. And that, I think, is the more important thing here.
I have definitely softened my let's kill Gaines opinion. Still don't like him at all. Part of that's magic. Part of that is he's just a little bit scummy.
He's an asshole.
Oh, for sure. But here's the thing. He threatened free.
Yeah.
So what I'm thinking is that we threaten him back with the promise of not do anything if he keeps free secret as well.
Like, we won't have you arrested if you don't expose free.
But then that makes us just as bad as them.
It does not make us just as bad as them. It does not make
blackmail.
It's not running a fucking slave ring. Alright? He's a piece of shit. Aye, it's blackmail. We've done worse than blackmail and we'll continue to do worse than blackmail. And we're protecting free, protecting us. And then so we can one day, hopefully, maybe, save more people from this fucking institution.
I don't want to be the reason he stays free.
Or we kill him. Who's going and kill him?
I don't think killing is not always the answer.
But what do we do? He's not getting locked up. He's not. That's a fact.
If,
right?
if he found out...
Hang on. Thyra, remember how he said he wanted to get out of this and just retire? Get out of the business, just retire?
He did.
What if we tried to convince him to atone for what he's done, to give the entire vineyard just over to the citizens of Keijo to take care of as they wish and do with the money what they wish instead of it all going into his coffers?
I like that
idea.
that's a good...
I like that idea, but the only way Gaines is going to talk to us again is if we have Shawnee with us.
I agree.
So, what about a fake Shawnee? Someone poses as Shawnee, tells him, "Hey, no, I don't like you like that. I'm gonna go. I'm leaving."
Tell him that we were able to get the collar off. Show him the collar.
Yeah.
And just
Sarah kind of like plays with.
Well, stop with the kids.
With the mention of the collar.
Children.
Yes, she is.
I don't think a fake. I think if he sees that he's no longer needed, he might be more willing to speak.
We could ruin him.
Indeed.
And as for his blackmail, screw it, they're after me anyway.
And we're not going to let anything get to you, so you're safe
Right.
with us.
Like,
We could, if we want
you guys.
revenge.
Let's take away his leverage.
We could, again, ruin him.
So wait, at this point, you hear Kev say, "Man, why don't we just go in and we'll make Alakian invisible and he'll go steal the contract or whatever he's got, and then we can fake. He ain't gonna listen to us in the night. I still think we should steal his stuff."
Kev makes a good point. We could go in tonight, steal the contract. That way he's got absolutely nothing. Then tomorrow we go in with Shawnee, air quotes, and tell him we're not interested. Or she tells him she's not interested.
sneaky sneak, boy and girl. Is
Right.
he, Alakian,
Mm-hmm.
is he, the letter you wrote to me was written very nicely. Do you
I'm
think
very good at it, eh?
you could, if Alakian can get that contract tonight, do you think one or both of you could replicate it? At least
Absolutely.
in writing or looks?
Absolutely. It's literally how I made Wade's fake papers. I have a scrap of a writing from a magistrate from Emoris.
So we have a fake Shawnee after we get the contract tonight, which I thought was still the plan.
Right.
Nice.
To get the
It
contract
was.
tonight from Alakian. He can bring us back that contract. We can look at it, see what it is. Like, I mean, for all we know, it's just like a bill of sale, but I don't know. The two of you can make a copy of it. Then we have a fake Shawnee. We have the collar that's already off, and we have the contract. And we could have destroyed the contract before we even go try and talk to him.
Why are we talking to him if you get the contract? Just fucking leave.
Didn't you want to blackmail him?
No, Free said, screw it. Fuck it. Let's just get the contract. Just keep the contract, or copy it and burn it, or whatever we want to do with it, and then fuck out. Get the fuck out.
Honestly, if we're not gonna mess with trying to blackmail him, I'm either way. It doesn't matter to me one way or the other. I think honestly, it'd be better to just get the stuff tonight. All of us need to take a rest, and then, like, what time is it now, Equa? Roughly.
It's getting late at this point. You guys have been silent talking for a while. I'd say, honestly, it's probably getting to the point where you'd want to go.
Okay, so I think honestly what our best bet for right now is going to be is, if we want to do this, our best course of action would be to go get the contract tonight,
Right.
and then leave tonight. Get on the road, get a little bit far away from here. That way we put some distance between us and game before he wakes up in the morning and realizes what happened.
Don't agree.
I agree completely.
I
I
think we
don't.
should stay.
Yep.
No
We
reason to
leave
stay.
like that, he's going to be looking for Shawnee forever. This needs to end tonight or tomorrow. We need to go in. We need Shawnee or a fake Shawnee to tell him that,
No bueno. No, thank you.
yeah.
We're gonna leave.
We need to end it for her, or else she's just going to be like me and running.
But if we can convince Shawnee to even meet with Mr. Gaines, he has to come here to town. We're not going to his place. he has to bring her scarf that she wants. But we're not taking her there because I have a feeling that he's got something. He wants her in that mansion really bad.
That's why I think we're gonna have to do the fake Shawnee.
I can do that, but I think we should get the contract, get the scarf.
I think if he's willing to come here, we should bring him here.
And then maybe in the morning, have him come here and not have the real Shawnee nearby.
We can have Asmund and Logan take her
to the cart,
to either the cart or the treehouse, one of the two, and then we can go pick her up after we're done.
So I said the cart so we can get the horses there, get it up, and leave. We should get ready to leave, or to even have them take the horses to the cart. Get it ready so we can get out of there quick as we can if things go wrong.
Hopefully we won't have to leave.
But again, do you have any way of letting somebody know if anything goes south? Because we're sending you in there alone.
I'll be there.
Izzy will be close by. I don't have any means of sending a message or anything like that.
I can send messages a short distance, but...
Well, I think the plan is get down the chimneys, and I can crawl down and keep an ear on him.
I think if need be, if I'm caught, I do have a way of making a lot of loud noises. So I can do that.
Signal, yeah.
Because if I'm caught, I mean, there's no point in trying to be sneaky anyway.
If you get caught, leap out a window and I'll catch you.
We can also make check-in points. I can send him a message every X amount just to see if everything's all right.
Plan?
So what we could do is whenever we get to the roof, Izzy can send you guys a message that I'm going in, and then you guys can check in every 10 minutes, and if you don't hear back from me, just assume something bad happened.
All right.
I can only send a message twice. And if I do that, I can't fly, I can't use my armor, I can't use my weapons. I can't use any of my big things. So keep that in mind as well.
Mm-hmm.
So, for the purposes of this, we'll say that you guys are on your way over to the manor already.
I want to go by Bon Pause and get my armor first before we head over there.
Definitely do that. It's 45 gold. You can leave that with them.
Yep.
So
I'll leave 5 platinum there.
Also, Izzy, I know you wanted to do one thing before.
Yes,
me too.
You left.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah. So earlier in the day, before we took a short rest, because I need to take a short rest to get both of my spells back.
Mm-hmm.
I will kind of go somewhere private, a little ways away, sit down like a bench somewhere in a corner where people aren't around, and for the second time that day, cast Sending, but think of Lambert, my brother.
Okay.
What do you
say?
I will say. What should you say? Hello, little lamb. It's me. It's Izzy. I hope you're all right. Hope you're alive. Please, where are you?
Goes to Wade, and that'd be so fucking cool.
How many more? Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say.
So
if it goes to Wade, it'd be hilarious.
And you wait. And you wait. And you wait. And there is no response.
Oh boy.
So, anything else that you wanted to do, Izzy?
No, she's fucking paranoid now. She's pretty sure her brother's dead now. She's the defeatist.
So, Wade, what did you want to do quick?
Did you say we were going to be canoeing over or whatever to Gaines?
Traditionally you walk. You can canoe if you want to.
Oh, okay, never mind. Yeah, that's fine. Just at some point, I was just going to touch Free on the shoulder. Say, good job, Free. Proud of you.
Gets a nod. She doesn't want to say anything. She doesn't want to cry again.
That's fair.
Okay. So, because I really want to do this real quick, I don't think it'll take too long. For brevity's sake, you arrive at the manor. What is your plan going in?
I think Griz, once we got about halfway, was going to cast invisibility on me and Isabel.
Mm-hmm.
And then also Thyra was going to cast enhanceability.
So, to start off with, Wade, roll your d20.
Yeah.
Swear to God.
10. I'm good.
Oh my God.
So the two of you are invisible.
Yeah.
Thyra, you use enhanceability on Lakin to enhance his
intelligence. So I am going to, I don't know, probably awkwardly like grab his arm because I can't see him, and I will kind of draw a pattern and go "Comas Ardo," and I will give him Fox's cunning, which is advantage on intelligence.
Awesome.
So investigation, nature,
all that fun stuff.
You turn invisible. Izzy, are you casting fly?
No, I'm not casting fly.
Great.
I'm going to carry him up the side of the house.
Okay, so first of all, both of you roll stealth checks to see if you can get up to the side of the house.
With advantage. Because we're invisible, correct?
Yeah, with advantage. 18.
Thyra is about 15 minutes away from the house. Like she's not going.
I assumed you guys would keep it.
We're like close enough that we'll be able to hear Alakian's alert or whatever.
Signal.
But,
yeah, like I'm keeping an eye out, but not close enough to draw.
22.
And 18.
Okay, so 22 and 18 is an average of 20. So with relative ease, you guys get up to the side of the house. Which window are you trying to climb into?
None of them. Chimneys.
Which chimney are you climb into?
The one that I got Wade at, which was his office.
Mm-hmm. What we assume was his office.
Okay. Interesting. So, Izzy, make an athletics check to see if you can carry Alakian up.
Sure.
I'm not helpless. Like I'm kind of crawling my way up too. But
I'm spidering my way up this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I'm
going to use my body as yours and get advantage on athletics checks.
Perfect. You can definitely do that.
Okay. That is athletics. That is 16.
He is not a fish, right? He's not dead weight. So it takes a little bit of effort.
Sure.
It's surprisingly heavier than you thought as you climb up the side of the manor and just chuck him up onto the roof. And then you let go of him and you don't know where he is anymore. But you can still talk to him.
Yeah. I will also climb down the chimney a bit. I'll let him know this as well, that I'll be in the chimney.
Okay.
So I can listen in and get in there if I have to, or get him out if I have to quickly.
Okay. So, with your athletics, it's fine. You can climb down the chimney. I'm assuming, Alakian, you're going down first.
Yeah, of course.
So I would like for you to as well make an athletics check.
Okay.
Again, spidering the weird. You can't see me, so it doesn't matter, but it should be spidery.
16.
Good enough. Yeah, you hoist your limbs against the chimney and just slowly start pushing yourself down. And as you come out to the bottom and then come out of the chimney and sort of stand up, you...
Oh, we should have listened in.
As I'm going down the chimney, I do want to cast Detect Magic.
You will drop your invisibility.
Yeah.
Wait, is it? I thought it was just attacks.
No,
I
it's
think
spells.
It's an action.
Just spells?
Like that.
Spells and
spell.
spells.
Fuck. Okay, never mind then. Never mind.
We should have listened for gains.
That's fine.
So, you, Alakian, find yourself sitting at the bottom of this chimney. Right down in the bottom left. Can you see that?
I can indeed.
So, before you is a cuboidal room. There are 2 large desks to your left with 2 chairs in front of them. Both have a number of books and pieces of parchment on top that are currently being written. You see over to the side a shelf with a number of different little trinkets and knickknacks. On the bottom left down here, this is a clothes stand that is currently equipped in a white pinstripe suit. And on the bed in front of you is the sleeping form of one Mr. Gustingane. You landed directly in his bedroom. So make a stealth check for me to see if he wakes up.
Do one thing you're good
22.
at, motherfucker.
22.
You don't wake him up. He is gently sleeping there, but you aren't sure for how long he's going to be knocked out for. So, what would you like to do?
On the desk, you said it looks like all this. I want to go through the papers that are on the desk, see if there's anything on there, and then kind of quickly go through the drawers to see if there's anything that I'm looking for in there.
Okay. So you ruffle through the papers on the desk. There are a number of different one-sheet pieces that have a signature at the bottom of it. As you go and open the drawers, the drawer on the right desk to you, facing down, which would be the left one on the map. That one is unlocked and also has some signed papers, not as many, and a stack of clean parchment and fresh inks. And the one on the left is locked.
I will pick said lock.
So go ahead and roll for your thieves' tools.
Dex plus proficiency, correct?
Yes.
Pretty sure that gets it. That's 24 plus 3, so 27.
Yeah, without too much issue, you put the thieves' tools in and wriggle around a bit before you hear the and you pull the drawer out. There are 3 pieces of parchment in here. All look to be single page, sign at the bottom. What languages do you speak?
Halfling and Elvish and Common.
You can't read any of these.
I take him anyway.
So you take those 3 pieces. Do you take anything else?
Is there anything else there?
There are the
in
one
that drawer.
Desk. There's nothing else in that drawer, no.
Okay. Then I will say no.
Okay.
I will not take anything else.
So just those 3, and then you're heading back up the chimney.
Yes.
Make one more stealth check for me, which I'm sure you will pass.
Yeah, 23 this time.
Okay. So the soot doesn't give you away as it falls as you climb up the chimney. And as you sort of start shimmying your way up, your head touches something invisible that you recognize immediately to be Izzy.
I will spider my way back up that fucking thing.
Okay. When you get out, what are you guys doing?
I'm going to whisper to her, just whisper, I think I've got what we need. I couldn't read exactly what it said, but I think we've got it. But I do want to go over to where Shawnee's room was.
Of course.
Before.
Can I see them? Maybe I could
I'll
read it.
pull them out.
I speak Dwarvish, and this is the Elven in common.
You can read one of the contracts. Yeah.
What does it say?
It is a letter to the Dumpy Dog Meadery in Ernroot, expressing gratitude to the owner for showing up at the wine tasting party and also offering a free cask of wine.
Do I recognize the other languages? Perhaps, maybe? I've seen a lot of weird shit in my time.
What language do you speak? Dwarven, Common, and Elvish?
Elvish. Do I recognize the other language?
You cannot read either of the two of them.
I want to read them.
Make an intelligence check.
Okay, that's good enough.
Does one of them look like what we've seen Thyro write to Mazor before? Like do we recognize any of the letters and stuff for that?
You can also make an intelligence check if you would like.
With advantage.
With
advantage
on my end. So 16 on my end.
Okay,
that is a dirty 20, I think. Yeah, dirty 20.
Okay, so Izzy, you're not quite sure about them.
No.
Alakian, you look at the one, and there are some aspects of it that you recognize. This one appears to be an infernal.
And what? Infernal?
Infernal.
Well, we've got something to reason.
The other one is a little bit more complicated. You don't immediately recognize any of the symbols, and you have to really squint and look over it a couple times to be sure. And as you read it, you start
can if that matters too. But
so you start to pick out small little symbols, and they don't quite make sense. And then you remember reading about a language when you were younger that this might pertain to, where the symbols don't necessarily mean letters, but rather sounds. And you get the sense this one might be in Abyssal.
Okay.
Well, fuck. Okay. All right. I'll keep them. And I guess I'll relay what I noticed to Izzy, and then put them back in my backpack.
All right. Let's try to find the scarf I provided.
Indeed.
So, as you turn to head back into the manor through I assume a different chimney.
I'm assuming the chimney that she got her out of is what I was assuming.
Yeah,
yeah. I don't want to go on for too long. I know people have stuff, and I gotta do stuff as well tonight. So we'll end right there, and then next time we'll reconvene and just finish up this little section. I was hoping we'd do that today, but it's fine. And we'll finish up this section next week. So thank you everyone for watching. Thank you for coming out. We'll see what happens next week, you guys. You guys decided to go into the chimney, and also that he didn't wake up. So,
yeah,
of course it chimney. That's how I got in the first time.
I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Should we raid anyone?
Gonna wake up.
Like, how else were we supposed to get in? How else were we supposed to get into a house, Equa? It's the front door? How dare you?
Hey guys, check out Fandelver this week. It's the end of an era. Show some support.
Yeah,
Subscribe, follow, donate bits.
I'm gonna
show
buy
the
some rum.
fam some love this Friday.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna buy some rum and I'm gonna hang out.
This is our channel's first complete campaign. But yeah, anyway, you guys, thank you for coming out. Thank you for watching. We appreciate it. Yeah, check out all the other channels and follow us on all the socials and stuff like that.
For sure.
And well, if we don't see you beforehand on Friday or Wednesday, because there is on this Wednesday, then we'll see you on Monday next week. So let's keep making stories together, and we'll catch you guys later. Toodaloo.
Wash your hands, wear a mask, stay inside, stay healthy. We love you. Bye-bye.
Let's go raid someone.